What is up, you guys? We have our wonder contest for today. We're going to test our final build for Miyamoto and, of course, our Cyrus build that we have right now. Tito goes south. Okay, I will. Where's that under region? Okay. Three minutes in before we get ready to rumble. Okay. I just hope the music or the sound is good, because I didn't really had the time to check out everything. I'm using my default settings right now. Going south. I just hope I made the best decision for my Miyamoto though. Oh, sorry. Welcome guys to the stream. If you have any questions or anything you want to say, just comment on the chat. It's free. Oh, anyway, let's go make a poll. Um, we're going to start in 30 seconds. Those of you guys who are just tuning in, hey, KS Part. Oh, yeah, because our Wonder event is 3 a.m. here. So it's 19 UTC or UK time. Luckily, you're still online. Let's go. I'm going to go south. I'm going to advance here with the garrison. So this is my current build on my Cyrus. I don't really have that much rings right now, but this is my best build on my Miyamoto, like hands down. Later I'm going to make a video. I will tell you the differences between the lineups of Miyamoto that you can or may use on your account. Can be free to play, low spenders, mid spenders, or even up to whale level. Why are you still online, QS Park? Do you work during nights? Like it's 3 a.m. Why are you still awake? I don't think we can test the builds. There are only a few of them though. Okay. Okay, I think we're going to get our first skirmish here. Let's go for the pikes, bro. Let's go for the pikes. Oh, it's a Joan. Okay. I think we're doing okay. Strategy. I would rather have might or health. Might resistance is good, right? Cyrus line up ano rings mga need. It depends if your Cyrus lineup is your main march, secondary, or tertiary lineup. So which is it? Are your Cyrus lineup your primary? Anong series naman pinapanood mo, bro? Okay, I'll let my Miyamoto be swarmed right now. Strategy damage, invisibility. Oh no, I don't think we can do that again. Invincibility, let's go for that. Okay, let's see how our Miya can take a swarm with multiple Lubus and a Ramesses, I guess. Okay, we're still alive though. We're still doing good. We're still surviving, even with the difficulty of counter damage. We survived all that. We killed 2 troops. What are the markers? Priority dev? Which one? Okay. Which is the other one? Oh. I think we're going to push now. They don't have enough people, I guess. Oh, I'm already finished with Sandman and Sandman 2. Actually, I kind of like the first Sandman rather than the 2. I don't like the second season. The story isn't really good. There is actually no payoff in the end. Second lineup Cyrus, okay. So my Cyrus actually is third lineup right now. But it's tanky as hell even at 3 stars. Oh, there's a tanky Cyrus here, huh? Let's see how tanky you are. Okay, I don't think they will go for more fights. It's a bummer though. I thought we're going to have a lot of battles right now. Don't worry, we'll have 2 more PvP chances later. So we're going to go up against Nef. Let's see how we do. It's like every man for himself. Look at that. It's all chaotic and shit. Yeah, season 2 is way bad. Like I don't know why they made season 2 without any, like, the story isn't pretty good, and I didn't really care when the son of the Sandman. It's like there are a lot of stupidity on the decision making of the main characters or anyone involved in the story. Wherein season 1 was actually a little bit better. The characters were handled great. And I really cared for the character or Sandman himself. I also like his friend, the one that he met in the pub. Imagine you have a century-old friend and you only meet once every century. This is like a massacre, don't you think? What if they could give us like a battle report after all the Wonder event, the GE and everything all? I think they only have battle reports during GE, but during Wonder and the Battle of Dawn, they don't have any battle reports for us to check. Well, let's try to kill this Cyrus here. Let's see the damage. Yeah, we're going to focus Cyrus. Oof. What? I don't know if it's me or it's I don't know if it's me or it's this the Lubu. Epos Lubu. Okay, our Cyrus is now falling and I think it's going down. Oh, still alive, look at that. Okay, let's focus the Cyrus here. Let's see if we can still kill one before we fall. Oh, I'm number 4 right now. It's okay. Let's see if we can kill the boss. I think the boss is already here. Yep. Let's go for the boss. Let's try to kill the boss. 3 consecutive kills. Wow. I don't want to kill that guy. Maybe Ramesses. Oh, I'm being swarmed. Okay. Let's get ourselves some boss right now. Anyway, if you want to check my build, this is my build. There. And the rings too, it's actually optional because this is my 3rd march. This is my 3rd build. Oh. Jesus. Can't even... They can't even wait for me. So there goes my dream to be number 1. Now number 3. Gosh. This group we have right now at 1900 UTC during Sundays are actually so active. Our best marches and players are actually in this time slot. And it's only a little bit a bummer, actually, that the enemy, I think, doesn't have that much player that played on their side today. You can check out my build, Quest Park, if you like. This is my build, actually. Still 3 stars. But it's way better than my previous build right now, honestly. Gives me more value for tank. Two minutes. 2 minutes is the next boss. Then if you wanna check my build for my Miyamoto, this is my final build. I will not change this one until there's a new hero coming up. This is my final build. Do you have many Filipinos there? They're running. They are running out. But you know, the more you run, the more you won't have that much points. If you feel me, you won't get any deaths though. Why don't you just fight instead of running away? Look at the damage, bro. Easy melting heroes. Wait, need to attack that Lubu. We got those. Seven? You are 7 in the server? Why did they quit though? Because of the whales? Okay, we're dead. I think the bosses will respawn in 3 minutes. Okay, I'm going to get back there. Let's go. They're busy fighting. I'm number 3 again. I'll get the boss here on the other side. Later on, I'm going to show you something interesting on the build that we have here. I don't know if I still have the battle reports, but I will try to show you guys. 2 minutes. I'm somewhat excited for Otto and Chishinwang. Chishinwang, yeah. I want to revive my martial pikes in a way that will only help my troops for the buffs and tankiness. Early mounts, Civil War. Well, every server has that one though. So also in our server, even after the KVK has already begun, we still have Civil War going on. It's actually given in this game, honestly, especially if there are a lot of egos from a lot of players in different alliances. They will always tend to clash, you know. So those who has the iron will to fight for what they have, which is of course your server, is I think is going to be the winner of the fights. When we first started in the server, we are not the main or the best alliance in the server. Honestly, we have like a lot of fights with different alliances even after the Imperial City was taken, even if we have already diplomatic like solutions and diplomatic talks and everything is okay, settled down and we are peaceful. Even after that, there's sometimes like an instance wherein other players are going to ruin your democratic peace, you know. Oh shit. They already finished. Anyway, let's get some runes. Let's get some runes. Maybe we can increase the damage by using might runes. Where's the might rune? I don't see the might rune anymore. What happened? I think I got it. Did we? Okay. Oh, we're still tanky as hell. Look at that. Even if we are being countered, we're being swarmed. Still tanky. I'm still number 3, huh? Okay. Oh. Rhino says it's boring. Yeah, there's no enemy, bro. There's only one player here from the other side that's actually doing a lot of damage against us. And actually it's their Cyrus. Their best Cyrus, I guess. I'm going to look for him. Yeah. If I were you, I will wait for the test. I will wait for everything to settle down before you decide to do anything with a hero, or if you want to acquire and get them in the future. Some of the heroes are actually good in paper, but when you try them on, sometimes you don't feel their worth. Even if everything was tested, everything was said and done. Sometimes you really look for something that isn't there. Like, for example, in the case of Vlad, let's say, yeah, like me, I'm excited for Blood, but I don't really know what will happen if I use him on the current lineup that we have, because we already have a complete lineup with Cyrus. We already have a good lineup with Cyrus. We can amplify it more and do more damage with Vlad, but who are you going to replace him with? You're going to give up Mansa Musa with the buffs, the heal, and everything. You're going to give up your best healer in the lineup on Freddie. Or maybe you can build another lineup with Vlad, because Vlad is good when he is the commander. Like, if you're going to read the commander skill and the other skill that Vlad has or have, you will understand that Vlad is going to be good if he has the highest might in the troop, and also if he's going to be the commander. You will actually benefit from that. But the weakness of Blood is if your enemy hero doesn't have any or too much defense. Like, for example, they only have like a low defense troop, so they don't really care about the or the defense reduction, or the ignore damage or ignore defense. So if I'm going to say it right, Vlad is actually vulnerable against glass cannon builds. That's what I get from it. My troops aren't still here. They're still away. Oh, I'm number 4. Damn. Why is it so hard to get here? Okay, attack me, guys. Attack me. Let's see how strong I am. Okay. Stable the server. Instruct a server on KBKG for second place. Oh, okay. Actually won our second stellar glory. That's why we have actually 2 celestial troop team, as you can see. Celestial sovereign. But the thing is, we have wasted the first one, but it's okay. This coming stellar glory is going to be huge for us, because it's going to be the test wherein we're going to check if we have elevated our game via the people that we have from the migrations, and also the players, or the OG players from the server that has been developing for a few months now. We started like October, and I hope everyone is already upping up their game. I mean, if you have been playing this game since October, you should have like at least a few development in your account, because if not, you're just wasting your time, right? If only your server is available during migration and you want to transfer or migrate to our server, I'll be willing to accept you and give you a slot. I really want to have more Filipino players here in our server. Like, honestly. We're still doing good. Like, we are tanking, we are doing damage. Look at the damage. Look at that. Look at the damage there. We're going down, but still, we did a hefty amount of damage there. You can't really deny the potential of Cyrus. Like, still 1 minute. Oh gosh. Still number 4. Anyway. Now I'm number 6. Okay. We're number 6 now. Let's do some good damage, shall we? Up against Lubu. Oh, the invulnerability sucks. Oh, I'm being swarmed by 4. Okay, now up against their best Cyrus. Oh, look at how it melts. Look at the damage. Look at the damage. Ooh. Look at the damage. Okay, this guy is actually strong. Okay. We are just number 3 or number 4, sorry. Number 4, gosh. Didn't tell magandang performance ng warrior pikes pag nasa loob ng rallies. Oh yeah, the best heroes to actually put in a rally are the martial pikemen. They're 100% the best. Especially if you have Octavian and Julius. Well, for me, the best ones are actually Octavian, Ram, and Julius in the rally lineup. Or even if there are only one Ram in that rally, then you have Julius, Octavian, and let's say Tomeris. I think that's the best rally heroes, those 3. So Julius, Tomeris, and Octavian, they're solid, bro. I mean, they're the best. If you're going to see their Sage attributes, you're going to be amazed by how much Siege they have. So there you go. I really want to see how much damage we dealt during that fight, but it doesn't really show up there. They actually have 30 players registered, but only a few showed up. I'm really surprised that we have this much attendance in our time slot. We have 19. Only 2 were out. That's good. Kudos to you, server 20. S20. The players are actually doing good right now. Like they're being more active than usual. And that's good for the server, that's good for the alliance. Pagkakataong magka-migrate from S22 to your server, I will gladly join. Just tell me if we have the same group this time around. I think they will shuffle season or migration number 2. They will shuffle the groups and the servers as long as we have the same advent heroes, I think.
先日の稽古をもって短となし、満日の稽古をもって連となす。
Oh, and then I'm also going to do my MGE series video. I'm going to make 7 videos, or 6 videos is enough, I think. So I'm going to make 6 videos about it, so that step by step you're going to have at least a chance to place top 10. Even if you are a free to play or a low spender, you don't really need to spend a lot to win the MGE. The best thing about the Wonder Contest is actually the Wonder Store. We can have this. And we still have 85k. I'm actually in dire need of research speed ups right now and building speed ups. And actually, maybe we can get this. Okay, I don't need this one anymore. Still have like 100k in my bag. What's your main troop again, Kuya Spark? And do you really need guidance for your warrior pikes? What's your question again earlier? Maybe I can help you with it. How are you doing, guys? Lubu main March. Season 3 next week. And your Lubu is like maxed out? I mean, what's your Lubu composition right now? Lubu, Rani, and Attila? Or sorry, Lubu, Attila, and Rani? Are you a huge spender in the game? Actually, I ditch my Lubu right now. Just for a little bit. Okay, we have refresh. We're going to refresh this one though. What is up, you guys? Those of you who are just tuning in to the game or to the stream, sorry. We just had our wonder event and we actually won the game. We only placed like, let's say, fourth, I guess. Yeah, we don't have that much survivability, I guess, or the damage output isn't there, or I just am unlucky with killing players. I mean, if I was Lubu, I guess I will have more troops to kill, and also like, let's say, Ramesses, more damage, I guess. But there were so many, I mean, so many archers in the field. Maybe that's why I got a little bit low on the point side of the game. If you guys are just tuning into the stream, kindly do answer our Q&A if you want to participate. It will really mean a lot to me if you want to participate on that. So you have Lubu at 4 stars, Guan Yu 2 stars, Attila at 3 stars. Okay, that's actually good. Make sure your Lubu reaches its max first. And then, well, season 3, yeah, I think the don't you have a Rani right now, or even a 1-star Rani? Look at this guy. Already have 300 spins because I got Lagertha to D5. So I really need her. Like, I need her so bad. But actually, it gave us a good reason to do that. So we are now 5 stars. I'm not really sure why my current troop power is only at 16M. I think I was 17 last time. I'm not sure, but I think I was. Oh, I think it's because of tribhuwana's fortification skills here. I think it's because of that. Ah, okay. And also, I changed my citadel or my what do you call it again? Uh, my civilization. I changed it. That's why. Okay, you have a 3-star Rani, Archer March. Why don't you give Lubu your Rani, since you said your Lubu is your main lineup? Why are you going to focus your Rani on your archers? The potential of your Lubu is actually decreasing because you're not using Rani in that lineup. If you're going to ask my opinion, I'm going to tell you straight on. Lubu, Attila, and Rani is going to get you far. Like, even in season 4, you don't have, or you don't need Timur in your lineup if you have Lubu, Attila, Rani at max, and you have at least yellow gems, then at least level 3 on each of your armors. You don't need any other heroes on that lineup. Even if Timur came out, even if Blood comes out, your Lubu, Rani, and Attila, or Lubu, Attila, and Rani is the actual lineup. You're going to use that lineup, believe me, in many seasons to come. You're planning to bench Mulan lineup, contemplating tactician swords or pike. So, my second opinion, or my second recommendation for you is to get warrior pikes. I just don't think you need to settle right away on which warrior pikes, because there is this twisted narrative about the warrior pikeman. Every advent event, every season has a different warrior pikeman. So the thing is, you're going to uh, get one hero, then get another one. But my main recommendation is for you to get just the best hero that you can get for the warrior pikeman, which is just wait for Cyrus in the end. So don't use first your warrior pikeman right now that much. Since you have Lubu, just use your Lubu in the field. You don't really need to use other lineups in the field to get points or to kill someone. Even if you are being swarmed, your Lubu's damage can give you a lot of points. So you really need to just focus on one hero, one troop lineup at a time. Once your Lubu is maxed out, your Rani and your Attila, you're going to see the value of that lineup. Like honestly, 100%. Hey, the Pope. Hey, welcome. Welcome to the stream. You're on Age of Empires mobile stream right now. How are you doing? I know you are from Fate War, and I don't know if you have any history with Age of Empires mobile, but thank you for checking out on the stream, bro. I really appreciate you. Okay. Oh, anyway, if you're interested, Quiz Park, my next project is Belisarius. I just am not sold yet if I'm going to use Belisarius on the pikeman or on the calves, because actually I have a maxed out Hannibal. My very first maxed out hero was Hannibal. Look at that. So I want to test how good Belisarius Hannibal and Justinian could be. So I'm actually maxing out Justinian also right now. I have Ashoka though, at 3 stars, but I don't really like him that much. Like, I still like Justinian better than him though. Just a little bit. Doing well, just stopping by and supporting. You're the best, the Pope. Do I call you that? Always? The Pope? Anyway, thank you for tuning in to the stream, brother. And if you have subscribed, thank you. Well appreciated. And of course, I'm going to shift the game afterwards, maybe an hour or two, and then finish up my quest on Fate War. I'm actually enjoying that game, like 100%. That's why I'm really spending a lot of time on it also. Although I'm not spending that much there, but still, yeah, it deserves my time. Especially with you guys there, so that I can have someone to play the game with. Okay, next question is what? Kung ilalagay ko si Rani sa Lubu lineup, ano ilalagay ko na skills? May warriors him na ang Rani ko. Okay, so the skills of your Rani is, so this is going to be your Lubu skills. Okay, so I have my Lubu here. I'm going to show you. Where is Lubu? Sorry. Oops. Why? Okay, let's go. So what you're going to do with your Rani, since I don't really use that build, and Lubu, I don't really use Lubu, but you can place King's Blade and Warriors here on Rani. I actually have that video. If you haven't yet watched my video about the Lubu setup, it's actually going to do you good. So King's Blade and Warriors him. Make sure Rani is in the end of the lineup. She's going to be the third one there. Then on your Attila, your best bet is, let me look at my Attila. It's 5-star, right? I'm not using it actually. Also my Lubu, I'm not using right now. But this is the build. You can see my build on Attila. That's your build for your Attila. So Attila is going to be your second in the group. What this does is it gives you critical, right? For the critical insight. Next one is the Warrior's Hymn. It actually gives you another critical and potential for Rani to do a double attack. As you can see here. And since Attila's skill is actually for double attack, it will actually give you more damage for your whole troop. And then your Warrior's Hymn here, with a critical chance rate and a higher damage for your Rani, will actually trigger the skill of your Lubu. So your Lubu is actually dependent on your other heroes' critical strike. Not the rate, but critical strike in general. So every time you do critical, Lubu will have another stack for his skills, and more stacks he has with the criticals, the more damage you can actually get. I'm actually using right now the Spirited Pursuit because sometimes there are heroes that are going to cancel your skills or debuff. So the Spirited Pursuit is not going to be cancelled, and it also has the highest potential damage, like 430 versus the weak spot that we have before at 370. I don't really rely now on the 30% because you can be actually silenced by Ramesses and you're going to do lower damage. So what I really suggest is a glass cannon build on this Lubu lineup. And I don't suggest you attack any pikemen there because you're going to suffer a lot, especially if you have Cyrus or Belisarius. Bodes what? Hello Ozzy, welcome to the stream. Okay, what's that again? I want to see that calves in action. Oh, yeah, right now it's not yet it's not yet built, but well, Belisarius is ready, but I still don't have the stars yet. Maybe next wheel I will, but he's the only one left, I guess. And hey, from Gary. Hey, first time popping in live. Just want to say thanks for your videos. You helped me loads. Oh, thank you, Gary. I appreciate that, bro. Your support actually helps me also in a way because you give me like the strength and the reason to pursue more videos or to do more videos for you guys. I'm checking on my Mightiest Governor right now. Okay, I don't know if we're going to retain the spot of number 1, this MGE. I just don't think that the others will pursue anymore. But I think that's about it. If you're going to ask me, if we win this one, we're going to have to choose if we're going to get Elizabeth or Ashoka. But of course, 100% we're going to get Elizabeth. Elizabeth! And then here, I'm actually torn if I'm going to get Justinian to at least give it a whirl to max him out. I'm not 100% sure, or if I'm going to use it on Freddie. Since maybe next season, we're going to have Vlad in the lineup, and I don't want to waste potential hero medals on someone that I think is not going to be there anymore. Because Freddie is that kind of hero. Sometimes he pops into the lineup, sometimes he's not in the lineup. It depends on the meta. But honestly, it's actually good. What gems do I use on my pikeman? Can you show or do a video, please? Oh yeah, I don't actually do or show video or show gems on my video before. But okay, let me do that for you. Okay, so this is what I have on my Cyrus. So I have like a lot of health on this pikeman. As you can see, we have 4 health gems on Cyrus. Then what I do instead of my... Actually, you can do all might gems on Cyrus himself. The only reason why I use my all attributes gems on him is because I don't really prioritize him as a lineup. I'm actually using my Miyamoto lineup, and all my might gems are actually with Miyamoto. So I use the what do you call this again? Oh, all attribute gems instead. But you can use might gems in here, and might gems will be better in this lineup than all attributes gems. Then, of course, passive gems. You have to have a lot of passive gems on him. I have 4 on him. So those are like the 3 gems that I use on him. So health, all the attributes, or actually this is might. You can use might if this is your main lineup. Then passive gems, that's all. So health, all attributes, and passive gems. Then, on my Freddie, this is what I use. So we have 3 troop capacity. Hello Muhammad, welcome to the stream, brother. We have 3 armors, which is actually a good thing because the armors here will give you like 2 defense. Every armor is equal to like 2 defense for your troop. Not these heroes, but the troop themselves. Then we also have healing tactic. Healing. For Freddie, we have 3 of those. Then another health gem. Because as I've said, I'm prioritizing health gems on these heroes. Then we have another armor and healing. Don't get confused on the armor and defense, because the defense is actually on the strategy slot and the armor is on the hero's armor. When you say strategy slot, okay, I want you guys who are present in the stream, as my appreciation of your presence in my stream, I'm going to show you where you can see the health in this game. Okay? It's just between you and me. Okay, so let's go to your troop. When it says strategy, it means your troop. Where can you see your health? It's here. You can see that? That's your health. Now, there's actually a huge calculation on this, on how we can arrive with a full health of the troop. So your hero doesn't really have health. They have troops, right? And then each troops has the health. So this is the health. So you can see also the attack and the defense. So as I've said, every point of your armor on your hero is actually equal to additional defense for your troops when you use them. So that's actually that. And as you can see here, you can see the axe right on the attack. That's actually where your attack gems or all unit type attack gems goes. So you're going to do a huge computations on this, but as I've said, I have done a huge computations on this, and health beats attack and beats troop capacity in general, because health cannot be ignored, or your Vlad, as I've said, your Vlad cannot counter a troop with a lot of health versus a troop with a lot of defense, because a troop with a lot of defense, Vlad can actually counter. But if your troop has a lot of health, there's no defense to counter, right? Only the default defense and your base defense. And if you have a lot of health versus a Vlad, you're going to do fine. 100%. That's the weakness of Blood that I was saying on my previous video. If you watch that, thank you for that. Oh, much appreciated. Because you guys are here. That's the only time I actually said that on a stream or on any videos at all. I don't really like used to tell anyone about that, because if you're going to see here, this is my explanation on why it is. We have here the unit health, right? It means unit, it's not hero. So this affects the hero, the unit, sorry, not the hero. That's why it's called the unit, all unit types health. So it's not your hero, it's your unit. Next one is, you can see heroes, all attributes. So this one affects your heroes. Okay, so don't get so here's another one. Don't get confused about that. So here's another one. Your hero gets the tactic or passive gems, right? So it means it's going to affect your hero, not the unit, but the hero. Another one here, strategy, unit again. Then this one, hero again. Then this one is another hero again. With this logic, with this information that I have told you guys, you can actually build your own gem slots. I mean, your gem builds for your own heroes. And so again, the only thing that you can use these passive gems on are heroes that actually has a passive skill that deals direct damage. If your passive skill boosts a damage, it doesn't necessarily affect or it is not necessarily affected by the passive skill gem. Okay, because there are players that are saying that when they use this passive skill gem and then they have a passive skill that boosts an attack, that attack is actually boosted by this passive skill, so it's going to be additional 2.3%. No, it's not. It's not about that. Don't be fooled by that. That's not true. The only thing that this passive gem does actually boost is the passive skill damage of the hero who bears the gem, not the boost. Okay? I just want to clear that up since we are actually here already. Hello and welcome to the stream, Imad. It's been a while. It's been a while. Oh, the Pope says, I will see you later in Faith War, brother. Have a nice day. Oh, thank you, bro. Thank you for the subscription. Appreciate it, bro. 100%. I'll be with you guys later. And we'll have our event on the pit. So anyway, this is my build now for Freddie. And oh, okay, also one more thing. If you guys in the stream right now, since you guys are here, thank you for the 15 viewers right now. If you are here on the stream, kindly do answer the question or in the Q&A that we have today, because it really helps the algorithm, you know, when someone likes my video. And I hope that all of you guys in the stream right now like the video so that I could dish out more information with you guys and other players that are going to see the video. But anyway, as I've said, there are also other players that are asking me about this one. For example, recovery rate 124%. Then it says might bonus and armor bonus. That does it mean that you will have might, additional might, or additional armor bonus? What do you think, guys? You can actually answer on the chat if you want to, so that I could be exchanging informations with you guys if you want. So my question is again, what do you think about the might bonus and armor bonus? What does that mean? What does that entail to you as a player in the game? Does it add might bonus? Or does it add armor bonus? Is that it? Excited for the new season? Oh, you're really excited for that one. There's actually like a few heroes there that was tested by our friend, other friends from other content creator friends, let's say. And they were disappointed on some of the heroes that are actually present in the game in season 5. Quishin Liang? No, it's Zug Liang, I think, for the Ramesses lineup, I guess. Is the percentage of both? No, Gary. Since you answered my question, I'm going to tell you what it means. Recovery rate 124% is the actual recovery of the health that your troops have. Not the hero. Again, not the hero. The troops have. Okay? In general, in total. But the might bonus and armor bonus, you can actually see here. So, when you go to your attributes preview, you check your might. Click your might here. Then you will see here every point of might increases the might attack of units in the troop by 0.15%. For skills with might bonus, it means for all the skills that has the word might bonus, every point of the might increases the skill effects by 3% or 0.3%. You're going to multiply that 0.3% on the current might that your hero has. Like for Barbarossa, we have 278.34 times 0.3. That's going to be added to your 124% recovery rate. So I'm really not computing right now, but let's check. Let's do a calculator just for you guys. So we have 278.34. Let's multiply it by, what does it says? 0.03%. So how much is that? Wait. Times 0.003. I think that's it. Wait, I think I'm wrong. 278.34. Sorry if I'm taking so long about this one, but it's really giving me a hard time when it comes to math, you know. But let me check. 0.34 times 0.3%. The answer is actually 0.83. So that's going to be added to your might bonus. So it's actually 8.35%. 8.35%. So 8.35%. So it's going to be, if this one is max, so it's going to be 170 plus 8.35% for your might bonus. Then you have another bonus, the armor bonus. Let's see how much we have on the armor bonus. So we have 356.56 again times how many? So you will have skill effect by 0.3%. 0.3% again. So you have 1.069 or 10.69 or 10.7. Let's say 10.7 plus 8.4. Let's say we have 170 plus 10.7 plus 8.4. 189.1%. So instead of just having your recovery rate at 170%, it will be instead 189.1% of heal, of recovery. It's not just 170 if you max it out. So that's what it means by might bonus and armor bonus. So you will have additional bonuses for that. So I hope I answered your question. And I hope that you learned something from what I've said, because it took me a while to tell you that, guys. Vlad is also very good hero. 100% Vlad is a very good hero. The only question is, which lineup are you going to use Vlad on? Are you going to use it on Cyrus? So Vlad, Cyrus, and let's say Mansa, Musa, or Frederick. Ashius Cheslab. I can't do lagertha. Help me with my damage output on Miyamoto Tribute. I am low spender. I'm thinking Ring of Bear, Ring of Lion, Bear Armor Reduction nerf, and maybe Deer with Fortification. All 3 stars. Okay, so you have a Miyamoto Yodit, Miyamoto Tribhuwana and Yodit lineup, and you don't have lagertha. Okay, is this your main lineup, Ashu? Oh, sorry, Gary. Did you understand what I mean by that? I mean, I hope I did tell you it clearly, though. I hope I did. I hope I did. Sometimes I do explain it like hard, you know. So this is what I have on my Fred again. We have 3 troop capacity gems, then armor, which is going to have an effect also for your troops, then healing, and then health again with armor and healing. So it gives it more sustainability in the game. Next one is Mansa Musa. These are my builds. You have defense on Mansa Musa. But next season, when Vlad comes out, I'm going to remove this defense. I'm going to put in all the health that I can master of the game. And another defense here for the armor. Maybe I can actually also change this one to might when I have those. When we have Vlad in the game. So another passive gems, because actually your Mansa Musa also has a passive, still has a passive damage. And then we have another health here, then armor, and another passive gem. Because this one is actually a passive skill, and then it has a 450% damage. Plus, depending on the might that you have, you're going to have additional percentage of damage here. No, Cyrus, Mansa, and Fred. 4-star, 3-star, 4-star. So you have Cyrus, Mansa, and Fred as your main lineup. Okay. And then you only have your... Does it mean that your Miyamoto, Tribhuwana, and your Yodit is actually your second lineup? Or your secondary lineup in the game? Am I right? Current in S4, Lubu 3, Guan Yu 4, Attila 3. Okay. Oh, okay. So you have multiple lineups in your bag right now. Okay, okay. Understand. So which is your secondary lineup? Is it your Lubu right now, or is it your swords with Miyamoto? So that, you know, building rings are actually this way. Like, for example, I have my main hero, right? So my main hero is... Let me show you. Sorry. Okay, I'm going to show you since you are good to me, guys. So this is my main hero, right? What I do is I focus all the type of rings that I can get from the jewel store or the jewel shop in the game, and these are the rings that I can get. Actually, the ring of or the lofty ring is a good investment from season 1. You can use it from season 1 until the end of the season, and it will give you like a lot. It was Lubu, but now Cyrus is making it retire. Okay, so your main march before is Lubu, and now your main march is Cyrus. Am I right? And then you are building towards your Lubu. Sorry, your Miyamoto. So I guess first off, if you're going to use your, let's say, you have your Cyrus now. So I have my Cyrus also here, I think. Okay, so my Cyrus here, as you can see, is not my main lineup. My main heroes are this one. So I use the right gems on them. And then on to the next lineup, which is my Ramesses lineup here. The thing is, I used only the next possible rings that is actually good for this lineup. Even though these are not the best rings for them, since I have some of them in my main lineup, which is actually the Skyward Knight and the Lofty Ring. So I transferred it to my main lineup to make it the best, and this one as my secondary to make it the second best. Okay, so understanding it that way, do you already have the ring of the messenger of destruction ring on your Cyrus? Because if you're going to ask me, your main build right now should be like this. So you have your messenger of destruction on your Cyrus, you have your ring of boar on your Mansa Musa, then one defensive ring on your Freddie. It could be Tranquil, it could be Badger, it could be Clover, or it could be the Falcon ring. Those are the 4 options that you have. And also a wild card ring for this lineup is actually the Ring of Lily, because every time you heal, your Peaceful Haven will always activate. So this one is for 3 seconds, and then after that, if you activate your heal, you will have another 3 seconds, and then another activation, another heal, you will have another 3 seconds. So it just means that you are going to have a permanent 20% of damage reduction because of the heals that you're going to make. And on the process, giving you more sustainability because of the heal, plus the additional 20% of less damage taken, which is absolutely good. You mean no messenger of destruction to costly ring for boar. You have Ring of Boar, Falcon, and Ring of Lion on pile all 10. Okay. So, if, in my opinion, if you're not going to use your Messenger of Destruction, you have the Ring of Falcon, which is good, in this lineup. That's good. Now, what I need you to get for your last ring is, instead of which hero is using the Ring of Falcon again? Is it your Cyrus? Is it your Cyrus? I think you're using it on your Cyrus, right? Like the Ring of Falcon, sorry, the Ring of Lion, sorry. So the Ring of Lion is actually okay on your Cyrus if you don't have any other choice, because we have a lot of rings that you can use. One ring that is going to give you like a lot of value is the Lofty Mountain on the Cyrus build. Okay, can you afford a Lofty Mountain? It's only like 1,600 Jeweler's Mark. It's only like that, and it's going to be your first ring or gold ring, legendary ring. If you can afford the Lofty ring, you can do this, like Lofty ring on your Cyrus. Then you have your Falcon on your Freddie, and then you can have your Boar on Musa. That's actually okay. That's actually good, because Lofty Mountain is actually good, especially at level 10. You don't really need to level it up. So you can see on my main lineup, I have my Lofty Mountain ring still at level 10, but it's actually a good ring. You'll get defense, which is good. Then, as I've said, one of the most important aspect or attribute in the game is health, especially for the Cyrus lineup. Then you will have another commander's damage, which will give your Cyrus more damage to work with. Cyrus, Lion, Freddie, Falcon Ring, Boar on Mansa. I have Lofty Mountain at 6, Tranquil at 6. Okay, you don't need Tranquil on this lineup, 100%. You know why? Because this lineup intends to do more than 18 seconds in the battlefield. If you're going to place a Tranquil on this lineup with Cyrus, that's why I removed the Tranquil build right now on Cyrus. If you're not going to have the combination of Clover plus Tranquil on this lineup, you don't want Tranquil in the lineup anymore. Or if you don't have, let's say, the Falcon and Tranquil, you don't want the Tranquil here. So also, if you have the Badger, you need at least the Ring of Clover also to sustain the battle as the fight progresses. Because after 18 seconds, the effect of the Tranquil Ring and your Ring of Boar or Ring of Badger is going to fade off. So you're going to lose that amount of defense. Your Daisy is 100% good on Lubu. You don't want to remove it on the Lubu lineup that you have. What I want you to do is, since you already have the ring or the Lofty ring, give it to this lineup. So you have Lofty ring on your Cyrus, then Falcon on your Freddie. You can do that. And then Boar on your Mansa Musa. You will have better defense overall doing that than You also have another commander damage because of the lofty mountain ring. Instead of the, actually it's way better than your lion's ring, and it's actually just 1600. Or and anyway, you have it. So that's what my recommendation is, since this is going to be your main lineup, right, as you've said. So give your skill to Cyrus, give him the lofty ring, then Falcon on your Freddie, and then the boar on your Mansa. It's actually close to this build that I have, but what I have here is actually Lily, because I don't really have like the clover here. I'm using it on another lineup that I have. So as I've said, use the lofty mountain ring. It's actually on my main march, as you can see, because it really is valuable to be on that lineup. Okay, Gary says I have Josephine rather than Lagertha. I have just unlocked Lagertha today. Should I switch? Wait, what heroes do you have right now on your Miyamoto, on your swordsman lineup, Gary? Okay, I need to kill. You need to kill Cyrus. Uh, I don't understand that though. That you want to kill Cyrus. What do you mean? When does season 5 starts according to Shankis? Okay. Wait. In our server 20, it's going to be at the end of the month, or going to be the first week of September. That's my prediction. That's my prediction. Because we still don't have the, what do you call this again? We still don't have the universal hero medals on the MGE. When you start when you start getting the universal hero medals in your MGE, that's a clear sign that your season is going to be over. That's the sign. Okay, everybody is using Cyrus these days. Miya Tribute should be able to do some damage. Okay, now here's the problem that you're actually going to be facing, if that's your mentality. You're going to use your swords, right? But are you going to use it just for the same level as you? I mean, the same power level as you? Same as you, but Josephine rather than Lagertha. You have Josephine here rather than don't you have any other heroes in the bunch? Like, let's say you have Yodit, or maybe actually Derek. If 5 stars, it's actually good in this lineup, but you just have to change some skills here. You're in 1, 2, 3. Okay, I guess we're going to get on season 5 first before you guys for about a month, I guess. Because on Cigarmist side and the Sneaky side, they're going to get the heroes first. Then after a month, we're going to get the heroes. And I think you're going to be a month also after us. That's what my prediction is. Okay, Michael says, server 82 here, love the videos, keep them up. Oh, thank you, Michael. Appreciate you, bro. I just hope that you were here when I was explaining all the attribute stuff and the skill stuff that we have, or the skill bonuses that we have in the game. I actually did explain it. If you want to rewind the video, it's okay. You can actually see it from there. Again, Ashu, if you have your Miyamoto lineup with the Tribu and Yodit at level 3 or at 3 stars, all of them, you're actually going to do good. And what are the rings again that you mentioned? You said, let me check. Ring of Bear, Ring of Lion, and Deer. Actually, the Deer one is good, 100%. Do it. So you want a ring of lion? Let's see. You want a ring of lion, then ring of bear. Ring of bear? I don't think the ring of bear will work for you 100%. I don't think it will work that much. Huh. It only has 33 might though. I'm actually looking for some other options that you can actually use. Let's say you do that. Okay. Then lagertha is what again? Lagertha is uh okay, it's deer. Okay, the deer one I understand. 100%. You can use that. Okay. The deer is okay. Now you're going to lose a lot of defense because as you can see here, there's no actually defense. Just a little bit of damage reduction. Then you have this hero damage for a random hero. So it means only one hero is going to be affected by this, right? And actually, the Ring of Deer is good, especially when Miyamoto or Yodit gets this 7%. Now, the thing is, since you don't have any other stats on the top of this, you want your next hero, which is your tribhuwana, to get a little bit tanky, you know? So, in my opinion, if you have the Ring of Clover, as you've said, you can use the Ring of Clover on her. Where is my Ring of Clover? Okay. So, you have your Ring of Clover. Okay. Now, on your Miyamoto, it's a little bit tricky if you're going to use the Ring of Lion. Honestly, it's good. On paper, it has troop attack. It has your troop defense. And then overall, you're going to have 20 of your hero's might, strategy, and armor. So again, strategy. If you have additional strategy, you'll be a little bit tankier versus strategy heroes. And your armor by 20. So that's good. That's good. But there is a way better there is a way better ring for you. Do you have the ring of tulip, which is the free ring? This one is free, right? If you have already maxed this out before, this is way better than your ring of lion, in my opinion. I mean, if it's maxed out, but if not, your ring of lion is fine. It's fine. Dawn and fight your retrieve and have bear on a lot of Miya and lion. They can give him 170 might max. I have effulgent sun as well. You have effulgent sun. Then use your effulgent sun on your Miyamoto, same as mine. Use your effulgent sun on your Miyamoto. Have at least one defense, at least on Tribu, let's say. May it be Ring of Clover or maybe Tranquil. You don't need to be to use the Ring of Clover, I guess. You need the Tranquil because you don't want your hero lineup isn't meant to be sustaining that long in the battlefield. What you need is a little bit of push, but a little bit of tankiness. So maybe Tranquil is good here. So use your Effulgent Sun, then use your Tranquil. Where's my Tranquil? So use your Tranquil over here. And then you have your deer on your lagertha. So this is what it's going to look like. Going to change that. So you have the Effulgent Sun on your Miyamoto. You have your Tranquil. And let's change lagertha to Yodit. You have Yodit, right? You want Yodit. So we have also Yodit. So if you want this, then you get the ring of... What's the ring again? Where is the ring? Okay, here. Yep. Effulgent Sun doesn't suck 100%. You can use that ring
我神仏を尊
on your
My vengeance shall
use your effulgent sun ring
神仏
on your Yodit instead of your Miyamoto.
仏を尊び
the flames of
Yodit
my
has
vengeance.
more might than Miyamoto 100%.
仏を尊びて
The flames of
我神
You're
仏
going to ask me. You can use your effulgent sun on your Yodit.
flames of my
You know why? Because her skill, Shadow Terror, is going to stack a lot of might. You can see here, every deterrent stack will give you 35 might. Times 6. 35 times 6. 180, 195, I guess. Oh no, it's not just 195. It's 180, it's 210. 210 might. When you max this stack out and you activate your Effulgent Sun damage, you will do a lot of damage with the skills of the Effulgent Sun because it will count. So you can do you can
我
use...
神仏を尊びて
Actually, my build here is the Lofty Ring before. Lofty Ring, then let's say Trunkill or Clover, and then I have
vengeance.
the Effulgent Sun on Yodit. So you can actually do that. Do it this way.
Of my vengeance shall
So
sin
use
up
it
this
like
land of
this.
sin, ushering in its
Oh, thank you, Kuya Spark. See you on the next stream. I appreciate you, bro. I really do. So what you can do is like this. Okay.
我神仏を尊びて
100% this will work, Asho. Trust me. This will work. Where is that again? Okay, I'm going to do this just for you. Okay. So here it is. This is the combination that you want. This is the combination. Since you have these rings right here, right? You already have this. And you said you want your Miyamoto to be doing something else in the battlefield. If you're going to use the rings that you already have in your disposal, this should be how it looks. You have the deer on your Miya, your Tranquil on your Tribhuwana, and your ring of Effulgent Sun on your Yodith. The thing is that your Yodith has higher might. So it means she will boost, or the Effulgent Sun
flames of
will boost the skill damage of your Yodith, number 1.
sin,
Will give you troop attack,
ushering in
will give you troop defense overall, and Yodit will have another skill which is called the Firm Onslaught, I think. Yep. Then it will give you like percentage of damage depending on your level. But the thing is, this is only 108%, right? But it will also increase because of the might bonus. So when your skill, let's say your Shadow of Terror activates, and then it's maxed to 6 stacks already, you're going to have 210 extra might. 210 is huge. It's going to boost your Yodit a lot. So if you have your Effulgent Sun, do it this way. This is going to be your build. But what skills do you have though? Charging takes a lot of time, then activation chance is low for Effulgent Sun. Deer should be on trib. I think she will give stats to either me or Yodit. No. You see here, I mean, this is what I'm telling you. Your Effulgent Sun increase skill damage, right? As I've said, your Yodit has higher damage rather than Miyamoto. Miyamoto has higher damage because he has like higher, let's say, might.
仏を
So you can see even the might progression of Yodit is higher.
liberate this land of
Then
sin,
Yodit has a skill that boosts her might. It will give her 210 might at the end of the 6 stacks. Even if it's not maxed out, it will still give Yodit might. So every type of damage here that you have on your hero is might. And the higher might you have, the higher damage you have. So if Yodit is going to boost her might with this one, and Miyamoto doesn't boost his might,
尊びて
Yodit will
flames
theoretically have more might in her disposal. giving the Effulgent Sun much more value overall in the lineup. So if you're going to use your Effulgent Sun on your Miyamoto, Miyamoto will only benefit on that from the 2.8 or 3.8 something
Flames of
or 2.8%.
shall encircle
That's only just a portion of the might of Miyamoto. Now, if you give that Theodit
flames
and then the max of the terror,
this
the shadow of the terror is actually maxed out.
birth.
The Terrance is maxed out. You're going to have more value for this ring. If you're going to give it to Miyamoto, you will have less damage output. I only give the Effulgent Sun to my Miyamoto in my main lineup because Lagertha isn't or doesn't have that much might. Miyamoto has the higher might. That's why Miyamoto is actually benefiting more from that. And this skill that he has or the gem has or the ring has, the skill damage, it doesn't say that the skill damage is for the whole troop. It just means that your hero that's wearing this ring will have that skill damage by plus 2.8%. If this ring is on your Miyamoto will have 2.8%. But it's going to be a waste because Yodit, theoretically, based on her deterrence skill, will give you more might, which will give you more damage, which will also give you more damage using the skills of the Effulgent Sun, which is the Firm Onslaught. That's theoretically based damage. And on paper, that's actually way better if you give this ring to Yodit rather than Miyamoto. I hope you understand that. But if you want your Effulgent Sun to be given to Miyamoto, I won't stop you from doing that also. But this is my recommendation, my final recommendation to you. Since you have these rings that you have mentioned, use it this way. And by the way, since you have your Lubu will benefit more on your Daisy ring because it has a chance to activate. Because it's considered a customizable skill because it's not his own skill, you know. I run both with Furious Charge, Yodit what? Yodit can have Effulgent Sun, it's okay. Yes, Yodit can use the Effulgent Sun. So I actually also run it like this. So
This land of sin.
we have the Furious Charge on Yodit, and then I have the Executor on Yodit. This is how I do it as my main or my lineup before. So you can see they are all 5 stars, right? Because this is the main hero that I usually use. I mean, my main hero since the first time I played Age of Empires Mobile is actually the Swordsman. You can actually tell because I have almost all the heroes of the swords actually almost maxed out though. If you're going to check my build, so we have here, let's say this one. I just want to show you that I'm not kidding when I said that my main march are actually the swords. You can see here, I have a 5-star Constantine, 5-star Yodith.
Flames of my
The only thing that I don't really have a star on is Mehmed. Because I really don't need him anymore because I have Constantine. I have no use for Mehmed anymore. And also because I was using Yodit at that time. I don't see any reason why I want to get Mehmed to 5 stars. So, as a main swordsman user,
vengeance shall
I'm telling you that this is the best build that I can actually say that I have used and that you can benefit on even if your heroes are not 5 stars. Even if your heroes are just 3 stars right now, you can actually do a lot of damage to your enemy using that lineup that I made for you. Or the build or the ring build that I made for you. What's your question again? What skills you use on your Miya? Spirit, Inferior Charge, or Peerless? Okay, so when I was running this lineup, what I use is actually Peerless Strike and my Furious Charge. I don't use High Spirit. You know why? You have tribhuwana. You have tribhuwana.
Negeri yang terlalu luas atau terlalu jauh untuk ditaklukkan.
You have tribhuwana. You don't need any furious charge. Let me show you something that will blow your brains off. I just want to show you something. It's actually not here. I think it has been deleted since it was a few days back. Field battle. I don't think it's here anymore. But we can do something on it. Wait, hang on. Let me just show you something.
Tak ada negeri yang
Let me just show you something. Let's remove her. We don't need her. Let's put on Yodit. Yodit, where are you, Yodit? I will do this just for you, Ashu, since you are very resilient and you really want to see what this lineup can do with the rings, as you can see. Although I do not have
the flames of my
any build right now here,
flames of my
but let's see.
shall incinerate
Let's
this
get
land
the one on lagertha. Let's get this done. Okay. Okay, that's good. Okay, so I have Furious Charge and Executor, then this build, and Peerless Strike and Furious Charge. Let me show you something interesting. So this is my build. So I'm testing this out for you so that you would understand, since I really am a swordsman main user. Okay, let's attack this one. You will see the damage and how many activation it actually does. It's going to be interesting to show you because it's really good. Because this is the lineup that I have run for 3 seasons before this season. We don't need to win this though, because this is a 208 level tribal chief. It needs at least 3, I think. 3 lineups. Best swordsman is Miya Mehmed Lagertha. That's actually also good. I don't have Mehmed though. And my best march is really Miya, Tribu, and Lagertha because of the damage output that I can actually do. I mean, even with the activation, you'll be surprised how many activations I did. Okay, this one is for 37 seconds. I only did a few activation, but look at the activation chance of Yodit, Ashu. You can see the activation chance of Yodit, right? Even without the high spirit, you did a lot of damage because of the activation chances here. Okay, so Yodit already has like her own activation chance because of the executor. So she has more activation chance because of that. That's why the Effulgent Sun is actually good on her. Look at how many times the Effulgent Sun skills really activated. You have 3 times activation. So you can see here, look at that. That's how good the Ring of Effulgent Sun on Yoda is. Like, the damage itself, 36k, even if she's not the main commander. And even if she doesn't have any stars on, or sorry, any levels on her skill. Like, I'm just using her right now, plainly to show you how much it is important. So I don't have really skill damage right now on him, or on her, sorry. And then actually, I don't have might gems, as you can see. If I have might gems here, and then if I have active skill here, and this one is also like made or built like what I built it before with all the mites, the activation chance, or the activation chance. I mean the active gems and everything. This lineup is going to be really good for you. Can you try High Spirit plus Fearless? Okay, we will do that. No problem.
ノンヌメロミ
我神仏を尊びて神仏を
Fearless Strike plus High Spirit. Sure. No, you don't need passive gems on Miyamoto. Why are you going to use passive gems on him? I want to see the logic why you want passive gems on Miyamoto. I want to understand why. I use active gems. You know why? Because his skills are all active gems. You can see? Active gems. Active skill damage. This one is an active skill. This is another active skill. Why am I going to use passive? Passive on Yodet.
My vengeance.
And what is the logic with passive on Yodet?
Ushering in its
I mean, is it because of this one? Is it because of that? I mean, this one is active. This is the main damage. Why are you going to use passive on her? I mean, I don't know why are you going to use passive on her. This one is an active skill, right? And this one is the damage dealing skill that Yodit has. What you want to boost is this one. And even if you use the passive gem on this, your passive skill doesn't have any damage. It only triggers and boosts the damage of your Shadow of Terror. But it doesn't produce the damage by itself. The only passive skills that I use on, or the passive gems I used on, are for the pikeman, the warrior pikeman, basically. You have your passive skill damage, right? I mean, because the passive skills of the pikeman are actually or actually has damage. That's why the passive gem should go with the passive skill with the damage, so that it could boost the damage of that passive skill. But let's move on with the Miyamoto with the skills that you requested.
Tak ada the flames of my vengeance. Shall it
Okay.
In den Kampf für Zug.
Oops, I think I'm wrong. Come on, do this. Okay, what again is your question, Red South? Fearless is more for rallies, not for open field. And what is your suggestion for the other skill, Red South? Fearless is for rallies? Are you sure? Are you sure about that? Like 100% sure? And then also I want to know the logic behind why you choose passive gems on Yodit instead of an active gem. Okay, so I think we got the data here now. It only give us 2 datas though, but still, let's see. Okay, still 37 seconds. You have more activation chance, yeah? And also this one, yes. And then you have less activation right now on Yodit, but still it was good. Then you have 3 here. Overall damage is what we're going to check. 46k and 43k. Then we have here how many? 42k and 36k. Yeah. I think the High Spirit is way better than Furious Strike or Furious Charge that you have a build on though. Let's try it one more. Red South says, yes, definitely works better in rallies. Okay. It works better in rallies, but you cannot use it in the battlefield. What do you suggest we use in the battlefield, Red South? I mean, I can try it if you want, since we're already here. You don't have many gems as F2P, so passive and might. Passive. You're going to waste your passive gem on them. I mean, if you have normal attack, I think normal attack will work better than passive gem. You can use your passive gem on your pikeman, since you already have pikeman. Might, high spirits plus previous. Might, what do you mean? High spirit plus previous charge? Okay. So the damage again, I think, same time, same damage, but higher on Yodit this time. So there you go. Your Peerless Strike plus your High Spirit will give you more activation, more damage at the same time, which is 37. It means that the defense that we have and the health doesn't really change that much. So the only thing that we have changed there is actually the damage, which is good. So you take note that your Peerless Strike plus your High Spirit is good on Miya. So let's change it now to Furious Charge. Oh no, I just want to change it. Okay. Okay, we're going to try to have another run. Wait. Okay. Okay, this is the Furious and High Spirit on Miyamoto. What number of server are you? What number? I mean, I'm in server 20. Empire 20, not Kingdom 20. Empire 20. You're using Furious Charge and High Spirit, so this is the Furious Charge and High Spirit now. Red South. This is your open field build. Am I right? $36. You're from 36, Ashu? Okay. Oh, 36. I think I have a friend in there. Do you have Jollibee in there? Do you have any player there named Jollibee? Jollibee. Okay, so this is the High Spirit and Furious Charge. Okay, same value for damage, as you can see here. The activation chance still the same almost on Yodit. Activation chance on Miya same almost from the previous one that we have. The damage still are almost the same, but it is a bit lower even though the activation chance is higher now on Miyamoto. You can see it's 10. Let's see the damage when he has the Peerless Strike instead of the Furious Charge. So it has lower time. It means that the damage is way better. So as you can see, 12 and 28. Then we have here 44. And then the other one is we have 38 seconds, just 1 second ahead. And the damage is almost the same. As you can see, there's almost no change in the damage output. Okay. So everything that they have is actually based on damages. I mean, on the activation chances. Hello, Tito. Hello there, Nilj. I'm sorry I'm butchering your name, but I don't know how to pronounce your name. But let me call you Nilj. Nilj78. Thank you for checking out the stream, Nilj. Appreciate it, bro. So I think that's it, Ashu. Have I answered your question there? Okay, Red South. So you're telling me that I cannot use Fearless Strike in the open field, but they have almost the same damage as your build. So it means that I can also use the Fearless Strike in this lineup, right? Nope, I don't know any in 36. High Spirit start spam, so I like it. Yes, 100%. Fearless best for damage. Yes. You can try Lagertha and High Spirit. No, my build is not that, but I'm going to show you. Just for you. Okay, this is actually my build. Let me show you my main build. So my main build, where are my rings? You're going to go nuts for this.
Tak ada negeri yang terlalu luas atau terlalu jauh untuk ditaklukkan.
The flames of
And I won't use High Spirit. I won't use High Spirit.
sin, ushering in its
Where is lagertha?
Krigere tänker ikke på kjønn.
Okay, I think I should have clicked it here. Okay, so we have lagertha. Okay.
Krigere tenker ikke på kjønn.
This is actually my build. I'm going to show you how my build works. Everyone has a choice for everything to use. Yes, 100%. Actually, the only skill that I think is not that effective in the rallies are actually the Earth Crush. I don't know if it's true, but I think the one that's not that effective in the rallies are Earth Crush, I think. High Spirit is also good. And Furious Charge is okay, I guess. But on rallies actually I'm using my warrior my martial pikes because it's rallies, so that's actually what I use. I don't use my main march in rallies. I rarely use this one in any rallies actually. So this is actually my build. And I wanna show you why it is. I think I got the wrong armor on my lagertha. Yep. I got the wrong armor on my lagertha. Skyward Knight 20 nice ring. Yes, but it's really hard to level up after level 10 because of the value of the fine gold are actually or actually gives justice to its name. It's really gold. Like, it's really expensive. That's why I still don't have like a max legendary ring. And also after that, you're going to use Meteor Steel to level it up after level 30. Okay, let's use this lineup. This is my main actually. Let me double check. Okay. All right. This is my main build right now, like 100%. Much testing down with blood yet? No, not yet. We're going to do a lot of tests with blood because I'm going to get him for sure, 100% when season 5 hits. Going to remove passive gem. I was using since season 1. Yes, remove your passive gems. You can use, if you do not have any choice, you don't have active gems, for example. Active gem is the best for Miya and Yodit. And you can also use normal attack damage or normal attack gem for Miya and Yodit if you really don't have a choice. But if you have a choice, give them might gems, Miya and Yodit both, and then give them active gems. That's how you will give the best gems to these two heroes. I mean, you will give them justice even with the damage and all. Battle Roar also for Yodit. Battle Roar? Yes. Battle Roar is also good for Yodit. Although, so I did manage to live for 42 seconds, right? So it means I'm a little bit tanky. Then let me show you the damage or the activation chances that I have. I don't have the what do you call this again? Sorry, the extra activation chance of the high spirit, right? But it's adjusted with the damage output that I have for Peerless Strike and my Earth Crush here. The reason why I did this lineup like this is because I have the Effulgent Sun. I have with me another 2.8 something percent of damage with the Effulgent Sun, and having 2 skill damage with my Miyamoto, or 3, let's say, including the signature skill, will give me more value for the ring that I have. That's why the damage of the Peerless Strike and the Earth Crush is actually almost higher than if I don't have the Effulgent Sun. So that's my reasoning why I used 2 skills or 2 damage skills as my customizable skills for Miya when I have the Effulgent Sun. And since I already have like 2 heroes that will give me activation chances, like Yodit, like Tribhuwana and Lagertha. Look at the activation chance of the skill of Lagertha because of Miyamoto. 22 activations of the what do you call this again? Valkyrie's Edge. Then you have the damage, right? And then every time you do a negative armor activation, which is this one, ignores defense, you will have a heal. So this is the heal. So your Lagertha, in a way, with also me using the Bloodthirst, plus the Bloodthirst on my Tribhuwana, and actually the heal from Tribhuwana's signature skill, actually made this lineup a little bit of survivability, or gives this lineup a little bit survivability. Plus, in addition, the damage of Miya and Lagertha actually is good when you have this lineup instead of Yodit. And also, I was using Yodit for 2 seasons, Season 2 and Season 3. And when Season 4 hits, I use Constantine, and I build like the most tanky lineup that I ever built on my swords lineup. It's bad that still they didn't pop any better ring for Commander of Swords. Honestly, the Lofty Ring is good for this lineup, and also the Effulgent Sun. And what else? Well, the Ring of Daisy is way better on Lubu than the Swordsman, honestly. Like 100%. Lubu is going to kill a lot of people or a lot of player because of the Ring of Daisy. It's actually cheap and easy to level up. Like, you can max it out. Once it's level 30, you will hit like a truck with Lubu. 100%, bro. Especially if you have Attila and Rani. That lineup is gold, bro. You don't really need Timur anymore. You just need to be wise on how you use them, because they can't really tank that much. So you need to use it in a... I mean, like, use it like you have the advantage. Don't use it like a pikeman wherein you need to tank a lot of heroes. So you use it wisely and you will get a lot of kills, a lot of points in any events. I'm telling you, like 100%. So let's run this one more. Let's try, maybe, let's say, change a skill. Like, let's say high spirit in this. And then here, let's say Furious Charge. Okay, let's try it again. And what else? High spirit on Yodit. Oh, sorry, on Lagertha. We can do that. We have high spirit also here. So as you can see, I have unlocked a lot of skills for a specific hero, right? Because I actually tried everything out. Like I tried everything also on my
Luas atau terlalu
tribhuwana. You can see all the skills. Only the Peerless Strike is not useful for me on tribhuwana and lagertha. Like I don't need them. Okay, let's try it this way. High Spirit increases Peerless chance to 43%. Yes, 100%. That's true. After 12 seconds, activation chance drops to 43 with High Spirit 61. Yes, that's true. That's true. Because the High Spirit doesn't just activate your signature skill. It activates an active skill. Ari Newman says, how about Vlad third brother? Pike or Pike? 100%. But if you're going to ask me, based on what I saw, I want Vlad to be the commander. Or, if not the commander, I want Vlad to have the highest might that your lineup has. So that you can really activate his bonus, what do you call that again? Ignore damage skill. He has a bonus ignore damage on both his signature skills and also his customizable skill. So it really will do wonders for you if you do it that way. So that's just based on paper. I don't. This is just theory based since I haven't yet unlocked that hero. We don't have that hero on the game yet for us or for me specifically. And more signature activation. Trib also activates healing. Yes, that's what I was showing you actually. Like right now we only have like 45 what do you call this again, seconds time frame. Okay, activation chances now are up at 18. Ouch. Bacon. Sorry, my dog is actually here. My dog is here hampering me. Wait, hang on. Bacon, stop. Huh? Bacon. Okay. Okay. Mm. Okay, so let's proceed. We have 18 activation chances on Miyamoto. We have 29 activation chances on our lagertha. We can try this again, but as you can see, the damage are almost the same as what we've had with our previous one. But this one only changes because of the time. Let's say if we have the same 42 seconds. I think it was 42 seconds, right? So that we can rightfully compare the differences. Wait, hang on. Is it 42 or 47? I'm a bit lost on that one. I think it's 47. It's 42. Okay. Let's see if we can land again on 42. And look at the damage. Even though there's 42 seconds here, we have more damage on Miyamoto and Yodit. You can see this one is without the high spirit, right? Okay, my dog is agreeing me. Wait, hang on. Bacon. You might want to try using Lagertha with the Ring of Lion as a commander. Plus Miya with the Ring of Bear. Plus Tribu with the Skyward Knight. With skills, Raging Bloodline plus High Spirit. Lagertha with the Ring of Lion as the commander. Plus Miya with the Ring of Bear. Doesn't Miya or isn't that going to waste the skill of your Lagertha if you're going to make her the commander? Eric? Shigarmi also thinks Blood is good a commander. Yes, 100%. He and I both think that Vlad is actually a good commander, honestly. Because of the commander skills that he has, and also the reason is that if he is going to be a commander, for sure he's going to have higher might or the highest might in the lineup. We discussed that with Yodit. Haha. Okay. Wait, hang on. Okay, let's try that again one more time. Let's hope we get 42 seconds this time around. Ring of Lion Bear are pairings. Okay. Cow and cow. Sorry, it's not cow. It's crow. Crow and deer are paired too. Yeah. The crow and deer are a pair because of the activation chance. Or sorry, because of it negates the negative things about the rings. Like for example, your lion negates the negative armor from your bear, and then the crow negates your lack of armor and defense on your ring of deer, which is absolutely good. Hang on, bacon. Bacon pa nga naman. Baby, hindi ka pa natulog? Okay. I hope this is 42 seconds also, so that we can test actually. Like, is it 42? It's way less. It's 38 this time. So we have less damage and less damage again. Let's try it one more time. Let's hope we can land on 41-ish. Where is the enemy? Okay. So that we can completely compare the two. Greetings from Germany. Hello, Renji. Thank you for checking out the video, bro, or the live stream today, bro. Appreciate you. Do you guys get the German translation and the dub after the video? I mean, I do make those videos, but during live stream, I don't think it's actually allowed to do that. Can I run Ring of Deer on you? Yes, 100%. You can run Ring of Deer on Yodit, yes. Miya with High Spirit plus Furious Charge, Lubu with Righteous Judgment plus King's Blade. Yes, that's actually the build that you should do if you have them, and like Yodit. Crow plus Deer, both steals, and gives that to you. Both steals. I don't get that part though. Lion and bear increase might. Lion and bear increase might, yes. And then the lion with the additional armor will negate the negative armor of the bear. The ring of bear. That's what I was saying. I don't know, but your English is good to understand. Really? My English is actually not good, but thank you for the compliment. Thank you for the compliment. Okay, it's now lower, 36. Because we don't have that much heal, I guess. But still, the activation chance are, look at it. The activation chance are high, but the damage is actually not getting there. Like, it has only 42. Miya has like 79. And the sustainability is really bad. 36 seconds? It's not really that good. I mean, in my opinion. Like, I want you guys to understand that the current meta is actually about survivability. Like, that is the reason why they put in Timur. They revived Freddie. Because the current meta, and then they use Mehmed with a heal mostly. And the Mulan lineup was actually revived because of Mehmed. Because the current meta tells us that we need more survivability now than ever. It doesn't really say that survivability is 100% good, so you just focus on heals or survivability. No. It just gives us like the idea that we need at least one support hero in the lineup that will actually make the lineup better. I mean, let's see on Lubu's side. Lubu is the main damager of that lineup, right? You don't really need, let's say, another damage dealer in the lineup to make that lineup great. You only need the buffs from Attila so that you could give your Lubu that much more damage, and also the buffs from Rani that gives Lubu much more damage. Okay, so on that side, it's called the glass cannon, right? Because of the damage output that Lubu can get. Now, with the addition of Timur, if you don't have Rani or Attila, and actually, honestly, in my honest opinion, you don't really need Timur if you have Rani and Attila at the same time with your Lubu. You want Timur only if you have a Guan Yu on your side. Because for me, it's actually picture perfect if you have your Lubu running with an Attila and a Rani. You don't need Timur. Don't waste your time on Timur. But if you have a Guan Yu and your main lineup is a Lubu March, you want to upgrade that to Guan Yu. And what other heroes you need other than Timur, right? So Timur is the actual obvious choice to replace Guan Yu with. I hear you speak Spanish, native. No, I don't. I don't speak Spanish though. Crow steals 55 H stats. Okay. And Deer steals 22 damage from one hero. 22 damage from one hero? It actually steals 7% when you're level 10. And if you're level 20, I guess 22? No, it's actually like 7% when it's level 10. I'm not sure about the higher levels. Imagine both stealing, high spirit, and Yulit. Okay. But the thing is, if you're going to base your ring builds on just that, you're going to have a problem, like 100%. If you're going to just depend your build on the crow that you have stealing all this, honestly, that much of damage steal and the crow steal is actually a chance. It's not 100% gonna work every time. There's only like 30% chance. I'm telling you, there's only like 30% chance for you to get your crow steals any type of damage or any type of attributes from your enemy. And then also for the deer. So if you're going to use both at the same time, you can do so, but make sure that the other ring that you have is actually a good ring for survivability. I mean, crow doesn't give you survivability, does it? Maybe because of the defense. But the problem with your deer is actually the lack of attributes. If you're going to check your ring of deer, it doesn't really give you that much leeway for attributes. So that's the only weakness of the ring of deer. But 100% I agree that the ring of deer can be used on the Miyamoto lineup. 100%. Hello, what do you think about Lubu with Vlad instead of Timur? Um, in my head, my picture is that Vlad is going to be a commander. Number two is if Vlad is ever going to be there, I think it's going to be on the pikeman, warrior pikeman, instead of the Lubu lineup. But since you're giving me the idea of removing Timur on that lineup, I guess it will work in a way, but you're going to have a problem. Number one, you want your Lubu to have the best or the highest might that you have in the lineup, right? Because of the criticals. Now, if you're going to lower down or scale down the might of Lubu and you want to scale up the might of Vlad, it can work. It can activate a lot of skills for Lubu. And also, the problem with Lubu having Vlad is, plus Attila, is that you're going to be squishy. You're going to be soft. I mean, you're going to have a little bit of a problem with that. But I might say that it will be an upgrade a little bit than having Rani. but your critical chances are going to slim down, so that you will have less damage, but the negative armor will suffice the damage in a way. So I guess I really want to try that too. Like what we're doing actually right now with Miyamoto's lineups is we're going to actually do that too, because I really plan on getting Vlad next month when the Advent is available for Vlad. And I will get back to you on that yet. But I'm not closing any doors for that lineup. But I'm not also saying that it's 100% the accurate lineup that you have. You've been using 3-star Team War with Lubu and Attila. I was same as me. I'm using Guan Yu. So Lubu, Guan Yu, and Attila. And then now Team War, but it doesn't really, I mean, I don't really have that much love for the Lubu lineup right now, because my main march are actually swords. You know, I also have another swords, tactician swords with Rameses, but I really love my Miyamoto, like 100%. But I will get back to you on that question about the Lubu and Vlad. But I'm not closing any doors yet. Lubu lineup with Vlad can be amazing. I mean, sometimes there are lineups here that are actually great, that the devs are not actually giving obvious like infos about them. And sometimes the most obscure and weird lineups actually works. Like for example, I have my other lineup right now, which is this one. So I have my Ram as my leader. And then I have my, where is it? My Octavian, and now I have Tomeris. So this is actually what my lineup looks like for my Ram. Ram Kamheng, not Ramesses though. So I use the lions here. And then I use, I think, the clover, I guess. Okay. So I have the clover on her. We have, so this is actually what I run. And actually Tomeris is a good hero on this. She is actually way better on the Sid lineup. But in here, she's actually a little bit helpful in a way. And good for overall use for my martial pikes. You're better off with a high spirit on Miya and lagertha. Really? Okay. So let's see, because that's what we're actually testing. Thank you for the check on that. I'm not saying Vlad work with Cyrus only. Nope. Cyrus is best. I mean, Vlad is best on the pikeman, but it's not necessarily 100% just the pikeman, you know. Like, for example, what I said again, Tomeris, it's not just good on Elcid, it's also good with the martial pikes. Like, it only depends on how you build it. That's why I like this game a lot, like, because we have different hero combinations, we have different, there are a lot of possibilities that we can build with a hero. We don't need to be, or we don't have to have the same builds. But if you want a build that someone is using, that's why we do the videos that we do. Because if you want to try what our builds are, if you want to try what the theories that we have are, what the tests that we have are, what it proves or something like that, and you want to try it as your own, then go ahead. But if you have a build of your own, also go ahead with that. That is the best thing about this game, actually, is the hero compositions, because you have 3 heroes, you have synergies to work with, you have like customizable skills to choose from, and ROK doesn't really have that much in its bag, right? You only have like talent trees, you have armor builds, but in this game you will have to think. You will have to think of synergy. You will have to think which of these customizable skills will fit this one, and then when you add this hero, which what will happen, which is better. So it makes you think. It makes you smarter than what you think you are. That's why I love this game so much. It's because of that. Okay, now let's get back to topic. So this one is the actual build that we actually test with the high spirit. So the damage isn't there. Sun Wukong. Like it has more activation. It has more activation. 29, yes. But the damage that 42, I will show you how I build this. This is how I build it. Like, where is that? This one? Nope. Because we already tested it. I showed it already, I think. And I just want to show it to you too. So, this is actually a good thing, but it's 45 seconds, right? And the damage output here is 97 and 48. Now look at this. This is a high spirit build. After this one with the 45 seconds, which means the longer the fight is, the higher the damage you can actually provide, right? So they made this damage for 45 seconds. Now let's see for my build. Where is my build? Is it this one? I think it's this one. Okay, this is my build. Look at that. I have Peerless Strike, I have Earth Crush, Raging Bloodline, Bloodthirst, and this is my build for my Yodit. The specific reason for this one is I don't have any sustainability. That's why I use the fortification instead. And it will always activate because of the heals that I have. The Ode de Java has heals, Bloodthirst has heals. So it will work fine. Now, the next thing is that look at the damage. It's just 42 seconds, right? So the other one has 98,000 damage on Miya, but it's 45 seconds. What does that mean? That you made less damage. If it was 42 seconds, you made less damage, right? Also with this one. So you can see here also the activation chances are almost the same. 16 on Miya. Then the activation chances may have changed on lagertha, but the damage overall is less, and the survivability really is good with this because of the heals, especially when you are being swarmed by two heroes, which is what will happen in the battlefield, I might say. So this is the damage output that we actually provided. So 4 here, 4 here. Then you get the activation chance of this one will actually change every time because of the chances for the shadow. Is it the shadow judgment? Okay. Where is it? Like this one, the judgment effect. So it will always activate at 60%. So there's always going to be something or 40% less of activation. So there's still going to be like that. So in 42 seconds, this is what we have made. We're going to use this on the PvP and see how. I will show you how my build actually works. I mean, when you do the PvP also, this is also what I use in the battlefield. Makes it more tanky. Okay, I think I have all the rings that I need. But let's see with the others. I think I don't have rings on the other one here. Comments on Miya, lagertha, and tribu. My comments are they are my main troop and they are 100% good. 100% good. Siad says Miya, my second main Miya? March. Okay, sorry. Miya, Tribhuwana, and lagertha. Yes, it's actually good. I am recommending this build. 100%. Please try lagertha, Ring of Lion, Raging Bloodline plus High Spirit as a commander, and Miya, Ring of Bear, High Spirit, and Tribu Skyward Righteous Judgment, Kingsblade. Okay, wait, hang on. Let's give Eric a run for that. Hang on. because I want you guys to be happy. So everything you request, I will do it for you guys. So we have Lagertha as the main with the Ring of Lion. Where is the Ring of Lion? Ring of Lion. Then what else? High Spirit and Raging Bloodline. Raging Bloodline is this one, right? And High Spirit is this one. Okay. The next one is Miya as the secondary.
Tak ada
Okay.
negeri yang terlalu luas atau
So
terlalu
Miya
jauh
as the
untuk ditaklukan.
secondary with
我神仏を尊び
Ring of Bear plus High Spirit. Ring of Bear. Where is my Ring of Bear? As you can see, I also have unlocked almost a lot of rings already, but not all of them yet. Not all of them yet. Then
Tak ada negeri yang
Skyward
terlalu luas
Knight
atau terlalu jauh untuk
on
ditaklukan.
3 sorry, wait. Ring of Bear, High Spirit plus Pure
我
Charge.
神仏を
High
尊
Spirit
びて
plus
神仏を
Pure
Tak ada
Charge, and
negeri yang
then
terlalu luas atau terlalu jauh untuk
Righteous
ditaklukan.
Judgment, and then King's Blade. Okay. Righteous Judgment and King's Blade. Okay. I think I got your info right. Okay, Eric. Okay, Eric. Please give us a like because I'm trying this just for you. Give the live stream a like. Okay, let's do this build of Eric. This is for you, Eric Lin. We are very generous with the request, of course. Okay. Nahid says, do you have videos of main build with skills, rank, and gems? For my main video here? You mean my Miyamoto build? I don't have my video yet, but I have my account update that I have made last time. Oh, thank you, Ashu. I appreciate you. Thanks so much. I hope I helped you with the builds and the trials, Ashu. Because I think the only thing that I can actually show you is the wholeness of my swordsman march. You can actually ask me any builds on this marches that I have or these heroes on the swordsman march, except for Mehmed. I don't have him on my march as 5-star, although I have him at 1-star, but it won't really give us a good vision of the future with the right things, right? So this is the build that you requested, Eric Lin. So we have the Raging Bloodlines, High Spirit, Furious Charge, High Spirit, Righteous Judgment, and King's Blade. This is what we have. 43 seconds. We have 70k damage on your what do they call her? Lagertha. Then 18k damage on our thank you for the sub, Ashu. Really appreciate you. So we have 18k damage on our Miyamoto and then 9k damage on our tribhuwana. And it happened on 43 seconds, right? The activation chance is 25. That's good because of the activation chances of your tribhuwana and Miyamoto. So what we did here is what happened here, sorry, is that we made Lagertha the main commander, right? Now the problem with that is because we made her the main commander in this one, there is no other hero that will benefit from the trigger chance of the judgment effect. That's the only downside with this build. This is my opinion, Eric, on this build. So your Valkyrie's Edge here. Upon entering combat, increases the activation chance of your first signature skill. Yes. Now, increases the trigger chance of your first judgment effect, 100%, 100%. Yes, it's going to be good. Now, the only thing is that when you read this one, applies judgment to your hero and the commander. So you're wasting one chance of another hero to get the judgment in this lineup. Hence, the damage is lower than anticipated, like 40 or 50k damage lower than what was anticipated if we have Miyamoto as your main commander. Because the thing is, you did apply judgment skill on your Valkyrie's Edge, on your Lagertha. But the thing is, you're missing out the possibility that your Miyamoto or any other commander, like for example Yodit, to get the judgment for your hero, right? That's the only downside of this build. I'm not saying this is a wrong build, no. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that it's the only thing that's missing from this build. Although you have higher heals, as you can see, you have higher heals on your Yodit, your Lagertha, and your tribhuwana. So also what happens here is that you use your Miyamoto as a factor to give your lagertha your damage plus your activation chance on your Miyamoto, which is good in theory if lagertha can actually use the judgment on any other heroes here. If only she can apply the judgment here to your lagertha plus another hero that is not the commander, it's actually going to work. Like 100%, I think. So even if this one, it's actually also good, the skill. Because it ignores 10% of the other heroes or other lineups armor. But I think the damage here is lacking. And even with the damage of Miya is lacking. The heals though are good. And then the rings are... I'm sorry for the rings because I only have level 10 of those. But it's good in paper. And it's good in theory. But it lacks a bit of damage. That's what I can say about that, Eric Lin. And that's one for you, Eric. San Wukong says, high spirit and fearless best open and rally. Honestly, yes, 100%. Same shit. And then high spirit gives you more activation on SIG and your active skill. Yes. So 25% is 43% activation on fearless, maxed high spirit. Yes. Yes, that is actually true. That is actually true. I honestly agree with that. Next one is Ziad. Sorry for the mistake. Is the 5th star of Lubu is game changing for him? Okay, here's the thing, Ziad. If you're using Lubu's lineup as your main lineup, you're actually not just after the bonus skill of the 5th star. You're also after the might bonus for each tier of the star. So each star has 5 tiers. So on that 5 tiers of those stars, you will have might bonus. So every tier of that has might, and the more might your Lubu has, the higher the damage. But for free-to-play players and low spenders, I'm not saying you maxed out your Lubu if your Lubu is not your main commander. But honestly, in my opinion, as a player of the game, not just as a content creator right now, I will be honest with you, Siad. If I am using your account and I only have a choice to choose one lineup to max out, I will choose Lubu's lineup to max out. I won't spare any stars untilted. I'm going to max out the stars of Lubu. Why? Because I'm already invested in that hero. Why would I invest on another hero that will just be mediocre? What I'm saying is that make your Lubu lineup golden and then more valuable, and your Lubu lineup itself will save your whole account, and you will thank your Lubu lineup if they are all 5 stars and you have invested in them, because they are worth it to invest to. You can use them from season 2 because Lubu is in season 2. Then season 2, season 3, season 4, even season 5 with addition of blood, you can still use your Lubu. There is no counter to your Lubu. Let's say your Cyrus is a counter, your what do you call this? Belisarius is a counter if he's a pikeman. But of course, you're not going to plainly put your Lubu in the field and let those pikemen kill you, right? You're going to use what the cabs are used for. They are good in running. They have good speed. Use that speed, then choose which fights you're going to take. That's my recommendation for you, Ziad, and you will thank me for that if you're going to do it that way. So what I suggest for all the players that I have interacted with and that I have given guides on and tips on is that focus on one lineup and make that lineup the best lineup that you can ever produce in the game. And the others, or that lineup will take care of the rest. You also Nahid says Tribu is 5-star. Is a must. Tribhuwana. Um, honestly not. Honestly not. But if you're after again, if your main lineup is the Miyamoto March, I don't see why not give her the 5-star, because on the 5th star of Tribhuwana, you will get a lot of might. Let's see. Tribhuwana.
Tak ada negeri yang terlalu luas
So on the 5th star, it will extend the commander signature active skill activation chance boost by 3 seconds. Then you will also have increase your commander's next signature skill damage by 40%. So when you don't have the 5th star, you will lose the 40% and also the 3 seconds that you can activate your signature skills. So that's what you will lose if you're not going to max out Tribuana. There is always going to be a bonus that you're going to miss if you don't max out the heroes. That's why it is important to have one best march first before you transfer to another hero. You can actually just unlock the heroes and level them up later as you go, but first focus on one main hero that you really love. I mean, one main troop that you really love. Okay, Ashu said Trib doesn't do much damage. I think Bloodthirst, Fortification make them survive. Yes, that's why I'm using Bloodthirst and Fortification. Especially this end or late stage of the game. And as you can see, it really works wonders for me. And it will work wonders for you also. 3 good, but damage boost increase 40%. Give spam. Yes, that's what I was saying. Thank you for the thank you for that, Ashu. Siad says, yeah, Lubu is my main and will make him 5-star when his will comes back. And until I'm trying to get him 3 stars, but can't 5. Same with Timur or Vlad, he will work. Okay, so here's another one thing. I want you to I want to show you something that is really important for me. I mean, in my opinion. I don't use my cabs march, right? But my stars on my Attila are 5 stars. That's how good Attila is. You can use him on your Lubu march. When you're done with him, throw him to the archer march. Because Attila is very, very strong support hero from season 1 even up to season 4. Even, let's say, season 5. Attila will never run out of usefulness in this game. That's I'm 100% sure of. It's also good to max out Attila because on his 5th star, he will give you another damage. Look at this. When Annihilator is activated, which means his signature skill, your commander deals 35%. Imagine when your commander deals critical and then it has another 35% more. How much damage is that? That's what I want you to imagine with your Attila. Problem is 5-star needs so much star. Yes. Yes, that's honestly true. Honestly true, yes. Can you pull up your main build, then keep on mightiest... what then? Then keep on mightiest troop. I wanna take a screenshot. Okay.
Non numero militu.
Let's go to the mightiest troop. Wait, hang on. Is it the mightiest troop? Wait, okay, here. Alright.
我神仏を尊びて神仏
So this is my main build right now. Where is that? This is for you, Nahid. This is just for you, Nahid. Again, I already explained why I used the Peerless Strike and the Earth Crusher at the same time earlier.
Tak ada negeri yang terlalu luas atau terlalu jauh untuk ditaklukkan.
Oh, sheesh. Okay, let's do that. Six.
The flames of my
Well, why do I have Yodit here? Let's remove. Let's get the lagertha over here. Okay, I want to answer your question, Ashu, or what you were saying. I want to help you with that because I am charitable. I want to really help a lot of players understand the game, how I understand it. Okay, now you can do it. This is actually my main march. Okay. It's actually low right now. It should be 17, but I really messed up with my civilizations. I mean, a civilization. I can change it after 3 days though. So that's my main march. Okay. So that's my main march, Nahid. You can actually check it out. Ashu, based on your based what on your what you said. So there's actually one thing I want to tell you. How I max these heroes out, especially the advent heroes, okay? So what I do is there are going to be like 5 chances for each advent hero on the wheel to be on the advent, right? So for example, we have tribhuwana in the wheel for 5 times. So it's not going to be weekly because in season 1 there are 3 advents and each individual advents has different amounts or different like random appearances in the advent. Let's say for tribhuwana they have like 5 times and the others have 4, something like that. Let's say tribhuwana has 5 times. Now what I want you to do to max these heroes out are actually to use all the 5 wheels or advent wheels for each hero and unlock only up to 120. That's what you want to do. And pray that you have sheer luck on the day that you're going to spin. So again, use all the available advent spins or advent availability of your heroes. For example, tribhuwana, 5 times in the advent. Use that 5 times to unlock her to or get 120 spins at least to at least get the 3 chests or 4 chests of the hero, and then the other legendary hero medals that you will get from the spins are actually just bonuses, I think. Doing that will give you more value than plainly doing just one advent and then 200 or 300 spin on that advent. That's a waste of your empire coins, especially if you are a low spender to mid spender, even if you're a free-to-play player. As long as you are in a good alliance as a free-to-play player, especially when it's the end of the stellar glory, you're going to have 50 or 60k empire coins. That's what we get every week. So it's doable to max your heroes out. You just have to be wise about it. So that's one tip that I want to share with you. I used all the available advent spin that I can get for the heroes, and then of course for the remaining spins or the remaining hero medals that I missed, I use universal hero medals. That's how I do it. And honestly, in the game right now, you have a lot of events that produce or gives you legendary hero medals. That's how you will do, or how you 5-star your heroes. Okay, how much coins or spins you need for 5 stars? You need to have 20 on the first star, then 50 on the second star. I mean, this is a coin, legendary hero medals. So 20 legendary hero medals on the first star of any hero, 50 on the second star, 100 on the third star, 150 on the fourth star, and 270 on the fifth star. On your first advent, you can unlock 2 stars with 120 spins. That is 100 for sure. Or if you are lucky, you can get at least 2 stars, 2 tiers, or 3 tiers on the third star. And on the second advent spin, you can actually max. You can actually max the 3 stars and a little tier on the 4 stars, and the fourth and fifth advent spin of that hero, which is 100% going to happen. You can unlock the remaining 270-ish or to 300 hero medals, because those are 2 advent spins. Same as true with what happened with my lagertha. Right now, we are actually on the verge of transferring or moving on to the next season. But still, right now, it's the only time or the only week that I actually unlock lagertha to tier 5. And if you're going to ask me, that's what I did to unlock her to tier 5 and all the other tier 5 heroes that is available in the advent spin. So I want you guys to adopt that so that you can also have what I have with my heroes. Okay, you have Sunchu, Tio, Zugliang will it kill Cyrus, Sunchu, and Theo plus Sugliang. Actually, the current meta right now with Sunchu, Charlemagne, and Theo is enough to kill a Cyrus. Even in one-on-one, your Cyrus will suffer. It really just depends on the power level or the power differences between you two. Ziad says, so Attila is must to 5 stars. Okay, Ziad, as I was saying, you don't, you need to, you need to put all your resources on one march. Make that march as golden as you can. It means as maxed out as you can, rather than having 5 mediocre march. That is my personal guide or tips or my personal experience also. That is why I only have my 2 marches actually to almost maxed out. Like let's say, although I was wailing out before, I only have like 2 marches here that are actually maxed out. This one and again this one. So those are the 2 marches that I actually have that I max out. As you can see, max skill, max stars. Then I have red gems on them. So you really need to just focus on them. If you will see my other marches like this one, 3 stars, because I haven't yet fully invested on them, because I invested a lot on my main marches, which are these two. So that's what I want you to do. I mean, even with just doing this or using my 2 lineups here, I can get top 10 in the events in the game, because I can get more points doing this way, because I will have less deaths, I will have less points given to the enemies, because I have my armors at 3 stars and up, as you can see.
Tak ada negeri
If you're going to do 3 or 4 marches, you're going to split those stars up, right? You're going to have less impact on the battlefield. You're going to be easily killed by whales or even mid spenders. Even if you are a free-to-play player and you have one good March like mine, even if it takes you 3 seasons to max out 3 heroes like this one, for example, it will still be 100% worth it than having 5 marches on the battlefield, wherein the other marchers are going to suffer, and you will have less points, and you will give more points to the enemy because you don't have max. Let's say you don't have level 2 or level 3 on each armors, which is really hard to do if you're going to ask me. If you're having a lot of heroes or lineups, am I right? So I want you to focus on one march first, make them good as this, and I will tell you, I will be the one to tell you to make another one because your lineup is already great. You don't need to level them up more. That's what I want you to understand, though. Hopefully, what do you think about Mehmed over tribhuwana in that lineup? For me, Mehmed is good, but honestly, okay. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you something. Let's say Mehmed you're going to agree, right, that Mehmed is like Constantine in a way. So let's just do Constantine instead of Mehmed because I don't really have Mehmed at 5 stars. So the value of the data that I'm going to give you is not going to be good. Let's just say that Mehmed is our tribhuwana. Okay, we're just going to deal with like 20 or 25% less damage, but let's see. Okay, we're just going to base this on pure what do you call this, like reference. Where is my Constantine? Okay, so we have our Constantine here, as you can see. We're going to use the gems and the armors that we have on our tribhuwana. Is this okay if we just use Constantine? What's his name again? Sorry. Walid. Because I don't have Mehmed really. I didn't pay attention on him. Because my main the idea on my head is that he will be a good use on the archers instead of the warrior swords. And honestly, I didn't really need him during those times because I have already Constantine. That's why I didn't get him. I got him at 1 star though, but it doesn't really help us that much in this data though. Can you show me lagertha signature skill? Lagertha? Can you show me lagertha signature skill? This one?
Krigere tenker ikke på skjønn.
Okay. So this is the signature skill. You have 210 damage, 40% chance to increase 10% every 3 seconds, up to 80%. Ignore 15% of the enemy's defense. Then you have a 30% recovery every time you deal damage. Ignore damage. You will have a heal. Then applies judgment 65%. Then with an additional time, it will have less 30% damage, and also activation by 60%. And then on the first instance of the damage, you will have 100% on the activation. Okay, so this is going to be our build. Now, ideally, what will happen is, since we don't have tribhuwana, we will change now the skills of your Miyamoto. So since Constantine is a tank build, what we need to do is to plainly use High Spirit and Fearless Strike, let's say. Then on your lagertha, you don't really need any more bloodthirst because you have a pure healer. So what you want also is another High Spirit to have another activation chance. Yes, her her signature skill is insane, and it's more insane if she is not the commander. Okay, don't force the issue that you want your lagertha to be the commander because you're going to waste your commanders apply judgment for your hero and your commander. So you have two judgment. When your lagertha is your commander, you will just apply the judgment on her and no other hero. So that's a waste, right? 100%. So I don't recommend her to be a commander. Tito, Skyward Ring alternative on Tribu. Is it a must? Well, actually, if your main lineup is this lineup, Skyward Knight Ring is a late game ring that is actually preferred if you can afford it. If you can afford it, that's 100% true. The truth about it. Okay, so I used both High Spirit on Miya and Lagertha on this build because the thing is that we need activation chances. Because if not, we're not going to do a lot of damage. Okay, I don't think we did well that much on this. Okay, we have only 37 seconds, which is not great in my opinion. Then we have 61k damage, 26k damage on the Lagertha. Activation chance is quite okay. Even the damage here. You have 10k healing. You have 6 activation chances because of the healing. And then 15 activation chances on your Lagertha because of your Miyamoto. Okay, so I think the judgment also applied here. That's why it happened like that. But the damage is actually lacking like 61k on Miyamoto, 26k only on your Lagertha. So let's say this is Mehmed. And Mehmed has like a damage boost. Let's say this will be at 70-ish. And this one is like 28-ish. That's how I think of it. Like let's do it one more time. And let's make sure we are not missing anything out. Okay. We're going to change this one. The activation chance though will drop. So let's not do it. Let's do it again one more time. Okay, migrate. Wait, hang on, sorry. There's a lot of chat right now. I wanna read everything. Okay. Helm gems on the Lagertha, attack or health. I want health or no troop capacity on the Lagertha. Health on Tribu. Health on Tribu and then troop capacity on Lagertha. That's what I did. It actually doesn't matter which one got switched, but I want you to get health and troop capacity. Migrate in servers. So we have a theory that the migration will be back after 6 months since it started. So, or the last migration, I mean. Let's say it's 2 months already. So I guess 4 more months. So that's August, September, October, November, December. I think because our theory is every 6 months about the migration. Hellscream says heroes coming out so fast they need to slow down bringing out new heroes. Precisely. Hellscream, precisely. Like maybe an extension of the season. Let's say 2 weeks extension or 3 weeks extension of the year or of the season is actually going to do good. Nahid says, Tito, this season we had Cyrus and Timur, Bell and Lagertha. The wheels alternate, so you say for each wheel per season we will get minimum of 4 wheels. Yes, minimum of 4. I mean, 4 wheels each. Like for example, you have Cyrus and Timur on one side, right? So you will have four Cyrus and Timur, and then four for Belly, and Lagertha. So let's say eight. But the thing is, with this season, we have only two advents, but in the past seasons we have three. That's why three advents compared to this. I think the minimum for two different advents are going to be six in this season, because we already have like let's say four, and I think there's going to be another one for the belly and the Gertha. So when you have three different advents, you're going to have four as minimum. If you're going to have only two advents, your minimum should be at least five each. So can you show me Lagertha's signature skill? I already did that. Ozzy says, I'm thinking Miyamoto, Constantine, Mehmed, Super Tank. No, actually not, Ozzy. The problem that's going to happen when you have those heroes is that you're going to have a little bit of, you're going to lack on defense or on offense. I mean, let's put it this way. So what will happen is it will look like this. We have Ram Kamheng, we have Tomiris and Octavian. So you have only one damage dealer, right? And Miyamoto is a hero that is dependent on activation skills. Okay? So the thing that will happen is that you may have heals. Like for example, we used Constantine earlier today. But you won't have that much damage on that span of time. And the heals and the sustain really cannot um, sustain you that much. The only reason why Miyamoto, Constantine, and tribhuwana works is because the activation chance of Miyamoto and the activation chance that Miyamoto can give to Constantine. So that's why he is constantly using his signature skills, and constantly using heals means Peaceful Haven is almost infinite. So you will always have that damage reduction with you, and also the skills of Constantine has a damage reduction. That's why that lineup works as a tank swordsman lineup with Miyamoto, Tribhuwana, and Constantine, but not necessarily Mehmed. You will only have to choose which one. Is it going to be Mehmed or Constantine? But it's hard if you're going to get both on the same lineup. Walid says, OMG, her signature skills insane. Oh, sorry. I kind of repeat that one. Tito's Skyward Knight is an alternative on Tribu. As I've said, it's an alternative, but it's not really a 100% must. Zwang is Tactician, but it increases signature skill damage and chance and transfer attributes to it. Work with me. Enjoyed it. No, I think because the thing is, if you're going with synergy, let me show you this one. Let's say you remove Lagertha here, right? Okay. So you only have 80% bonus, right? Now, if we're going to add a Tactician Swords, let's say Ramesses. Ramesses is a Tactician Swords. Instead of 180% troop bonuses, you will only have 30%. Are you ready to reduce your synergy troop bonuses by 50% by only getting not that great increase in damage? I don't think it will suffice. I don't think it will work at all. Like honestly, 100% it won't. So for me, Zhugliang will work better with the strategy heroes of your Ramesses and the gang. That's what I call them. Okay. Minus 80% might damage. What do you mean minus 80% might damage? But it increases signature, skill damage, and transfer attributes to Miya. With Yodit and Shimen, defense is good. Okay. Also, strategy, defense, peaceful aim. Does Zugliang have any heal? I don't think so. You can have heal on the protracted battle, I guess. But other than that, I don't see him. Or war tactics, I think. War tactics. But I don't think it's actually a good idea. Thanks. Good night. Thank you, Zia. 100% always going to be there for you. Ito, I got to choose between Elizabeth or Ashoka. Who to choose, as I don't have Ramesses, but I have Belly at 3 stars. Oh, okay. So do you have Ashoka in season 1, Nahid? I just wanna ask if you have a Ashoka in season 1. You're going to get Elizabeth Asho. Congratulations. I'm also getting him today after the reset. You wanna see? I don't think I can stream up to that point though. Okay, Walid says, I made those questions about Mehmed and Lagertha because my main is Lubu. Ah, come again? All max missing on 200 medals on Rani. My secondary is Miya, 5 stars. Good, good. Tribu, 3 stars, and Yoda, 3 stars. I'm in season 2, entering season 3. And I need to decide if I wanna finish with Miya or if Ramesses is better and have to start saving up for him. Okay. Okay. So your main march is Lubu, right? So as I've said earlier, if you want to succeed in this game, you have to have one solid full march. I mean, full 5 stars, red gems, 3 stars on your armors, on each of your armors, before you move on to the next heroes. Okay, since you already have an investment on Miyamoto, and you want another hero, like Ramesses, I would rather not, in my opinion. Like, you already have a Swords March, why do you want to get Ramesses? And your main march is Lubu. I don't know why you want Ramesses more. Like, why don't you just use the heroes that you have on your Miyamoto if you want that as your second commander? Although I don't want you to have regrets on your investment on Miyamoto because honestly, as I've said, this is my main march, Miyamoto, and the swordsman, warrior swordsman. If you're going to check my warrior swordsman, I almost have all of the heroes on this one. Like almost all, but not all. Just almost. So warrior swords. So as you can see, we have Miyamoto, Constantine, Lagertha. I don't max King Derek yet because I only have I was late in this server for 1.5 months. I have Josephine, Tribu, even Yudit. The only hero here that I didn't invest in was Mehmed. Because I don't really need him because I chose Constantine. So you can only choose one because if I'm going to get Mehmed, I'm going to waste a lot of money doing that, right? So what I suggest for you to do, Walid, is to check your resources, make solid investments first on your Lubu before you decide if you're going to get Ramesses. But based on our test in the current or in the previous Pioneer server, the best outcome that we've gotten from the fights that we've had with all the matchups is actually Ramesses, Charlemagne, and Theodora. But that's without Lagertha. We only have Yodit, so it was Ramesses. It was Miyamoto, Tribhuwana, and Yodit. We don't have Lagertha. Now, in the battlefield, a Ramesses can fall against a Miyamoto, tribhuwana, and lagertha. But Ramesses is the best choice to fight both Belisarius pikeman lineup and Cyrus pikeman lineup. Although Miyamoto with lagertha and tribhuwana is also a good matchup for both of those heroes. Now I will give the question back to you. Do you want to invest on another uh, swordsman march other than Miyamoto? And honestly, your Ramesses is going to be a heavy investment, 100% heavy investment. What, baby? Okay ka na? Huh? You want me to stop na? Okay. Wait, hang on. I'm losing my mind on the questions, but let's go. I like this kind of question stuff. You don't have Ashoka. Okay, that's going to be a problem. You got one wrong, MGE. Went all out. Okay. I don't know why you get this one, dude. Like, who? Wait, hang on. Who are you going to pair with Elizabeth and Belisarius? Nahid. I wanna I wanna ask, who are you going to pair with Belisarius and Elizabeth? Like, are you going to use them on calves? Sorry. My voice is really fading. Okay. So right now I wanna check something. Wait. Okay.
Already
So
found.
who are you gonna pair Belisarius and Elizabeth with? I'm just curious. I just wanna know. Ashus Chess says, sorry, Octavian can work till new heroes comes. Octavian? I don't think so. I don't think so. Red South says he wants Ramesses as a swordsman or an archer. Depends. Ramesses is heavy investment, but it's awesome. Yes, 100%. I have Ramesses though. I'm in the same position like you, finishing S2, entering S3, and I am not even considering Ramesses. Say on warrior. Good for you, Red South. Let's bring on this warrior swordsman. I'm with you, Red South, 100%. Let's spread the word with the warrior swords. Okay, Walid says, "Thank you very much. This is some real precious information, and no, I really don't want to start another lineup." Bro, your Lubu is going to do great, bro. Like, if you're going to invest. Oh, also watch my video about Lubu. I have the perfect video for you, the perfect skills and the lineup and how you're going to use your lineup that you have. Check on that video, bro. We have Redout says invested much already. Yes, let's go. Let's bring home the warrior swords. With Lagertha, you're going to feel like you have King Arthur already. I'm going to show you something, bro. Like, okay, let's go fight in the arena, okay? Because I love you guys here. You're so active, so let's do this. Okay, let me show you some fight that we have.
Tak ada negeri
Oh, I don't have an armor.
yang ditaklukkan.
I don't have an armor. Wait, hang on. Let's get some armor here. So I still have 2 fights or 2 tries on the arena. So I just want to show you guys how it looks though. Okay, we don't have a ring. Wait, hang on.
Luas atau terlalu jauh.
Skyward, let's go.
Tak ada negeri yang terlalu
Krigere tenker ikke på kjønn.
Okay.
我神仏を尊びて
Change your skills.
Krigere tenker ikke på kjønn.
tak ada negeri yang terlalu luas atau terlalu jauh untuk ditaklukkan.
I just want to make sure that everything is in place. Okay. Okay, we don't have a ring. Let's go for the lion. Where's the lion? There. Alright.
Agir justement,
Yes, I suspect that this doesn't have a ring.
mais pour y parvenir, il
Okay. Alright, I think we're good. Let's just check this one out. Let's look for someone that we can fight on or fight with. I always lose to Mani though, and this one is Neff. Although we won a defense against Neff. You can see here. We won once, and his King Arthur is badass, like 100%, bro. This was his King Arthur. King Arthur with Constantine and Tribu. Okay, I just don't like the tenacity. I don't like that.
Knights,
Ooh, 26 Sun, Effulgent Sun.
Tak ada negeri
20
yang terlalu luas atau terlalu jauh
for this
untuk
one.
ditaklukkan.
Okay, so let's see the damage. Well, actually, I think I'm not the one he's fighting though. Look at the activation we have here. The buffs. We have almost the same, just a little bit. 700. Look at the might of King Arthur, bro. The only mythical hero that we have. 750. 750 might. That's insane. But still, we managed to win. Okay, let's try something out. We still have 2 attacks. Let's say I really can't kill Balkali because he has 140 levels on all his troops already. So we're not going to do that, and I don't want to try again on Neff because we're going to lose. And Banocles, well, Banocles is we can try on Banocles, but he has 3 heroes or pikemen. You want to try it? This one? It's going to be hard as hell, like 100%. But let's try. There's nothing wrong in trying though. Okay, let's do it this way. I think this is good. Okay, let's try it this way. This is going to be a hard fight for me. Should I 5-star Mansa Musa or Cyrus? Yes, Cyrus 100%. There's no doubt about that. Look at how tanky the Cyrus of Banocles is. It's hard to really kill. Like, look at that. I just want to see how much damage we give or we get from defeating Cyrus here. Okay, so our main lineups are dead, but look at the pikes, how strong the pikes are. His pikes are actually good because I think it's all maxed out, and he have 4 of them or 3 of them, sorry. That's how tanky this guy is. That's how hard this guy is to fight. I just wanna show you how much damage we deal with Cyrus. So the players here are actually monstrous already. Like, it's hard to really get to the PvP or the arena as high as this one. Okay. Wait, that's not it. Let's see how much damage we deal with our Miyamoto in that exchange. Okay. Hey man, move. I think I'm lagging already. Okay, let's see for Cyrus. Okay, we attacked him for barely 37 seconds, and look at only the damage that we dealt. Like, it's really hard, right? Like, look at the heals that he did. Like, 19k heal, bro. That's a lot. But the thing is that we still do decent damage, 52 and 23. That is against a high level opponent. Like, we only have 3 activation chance, we only have heals. And then activation chances here are also good, but not great. Like, just 14. It's really as tanky as it could be, like, really hard. Wait, hang on. Mansa? Well, in my opinion, Cyrus is my main go-to if you're going to 5-star any pikeman. I should choose the... We are not all in Season 4, so we have time to think about it. Yep, that's true. Nahid says you have belly only. Should I get Ashoka as I have Hannibal? Or should I get Elizabeth, then next MGE get Ashoka? Unless no other MGE with them. Okay. Now, the problem here, Nahid, is that you're going to get Ashoka, yes. But in my honest opinion, I'm going to do a Belisarius, Hannibal, and Justinian build for my cabs, and it's going to be really soon. I can't decide for you if you wanna get Lagertha or Ashoka, but if you already have a Cavs lineup, I don't suggest you do another Cavs lineup though. But if you're on to Elizabeth, Elizabeth is actually a wonderful hero. But I just don't know how you can get Ashoka again. If you can get Ashoka on the next MGE, maybe that will work. But if you cannot, or if you don't have a chance yet, I don't suggest that you do. That's my opinion. Walid says my Lubu is 5 stars, 5-star Attila, Rani 4.1. Max gear, all gems, all red gems, max skills. Yes, that's good. So I totally agree that one main is the best thing you can do. My concern is more about KBK Devastate. Okay, so here's what you do, Walid. You have to be wise when you're using Lubu. Your Lubu is a cabs, right? He has like a lot of leeways to be like flexible moving around the map. So what you need to do is actually fight the battles that you think you can win. You don't have to put your hero on the battlefield and let them kill you, right? So you wait for them to be on the battlefield, attack the archers or the swords that you will see in the battlefield. That's my suggestion to you. Always avoid the pikeman, because if the pikeman is attacking you and the pikeman is only one, you can still have a chance of winning. But if there are a lot of players that are attacking you, don't now that's a different story. So let them make a mistake, and then you just need to wait for the perfect timing. I devastate in open field, but I don't have good lineups to send into rallies. Okay, so on the rally thing, you can actually send off your other troops, like for example the Miyamoto that you have, or the other lineups that you have. You don't really need to focus on that. Like, you need to focus how to get points on the other things. Trying to figure some options. I use Hannibal as a backup for rallies, but I wanted another decent lineup just for rally purposes. Any advice? My honest opinion for your rally hero is go for the Martial Pikemen. Martial Pikemen are the best when it comes to rallies. And when you have your Martial Pikemen, I will tell you which skills and talents you're going to use. 100%. Cav's Blood, 5 stars. Revive my 3-star Lubu Attila March. Actually, the Lubu and Attila is not dead. Like, honestly, even if they are 3 stars, they are actually good. I have Lubu just at 3 stars, and it's actually doing great. Like, honestly, even without Vlad. Same, but I built also my RAM line to have 4 allies. Yes, what I do is every time there an event, like for example the KVK or MEE, I change the talents. It depends if I want my heroes to be on the battlefield. I change the talents. That's the only thing I change, and also the gems for my what do you call this? For my siege build or my turn-based skill damage. It performs well even without research. Which one? The pikeman? The martial pikes? Yes, it does. Honestly, since you put the correct skill setup. Yes, as long as you have the right talents, the right skill, the right gems, it will work wonders for you. Nahid says, my main is Cyrus, Barba, and Mansa. And Lubu, Timur, and Attila, 5 stars. All red gems. Now building Miya, Lagertha, and Tribu. So I got Belly and Elizabeth. Right. Then wait for Ashoka, right? Okay. Yes, you can do that. You can do that. But you have to really wait. I mean, honestly, 100% in my opinion, it is good to have Belisarius, Elizabeth, and Ashoka in one lineup. That is the best thing to do with Belisarius, Elizabeth, and Ashoka on paper, since they're the only pair that you can have for the tactician pikes. Now, I would rather do that than get another Cabs March, since you already have a Lubu. So Lubu, Timur, and Tila is 100% gold already if you have them at 5 stars and red gems and max. That's good already. You don't have another Cabs March. So shift your focus now to your pikeman. So that's my only suggestion. Okay, let's have one more fight. Okay, how about versions? Although we don't have that much of really. Okay, let's refresh. Epo can do, maybe? Okay, I want to counter. Let's see. So the only purpose of my RAM here is just to support the lineup. I don't really do them for this. Purple gears, 60 with 3333. Level 80 gear, 2122. The best, in my opinion, is 2122. I have that on my previous video. If you're going to watch my previous video, I said there that I recommend 2122 legendary gears even at level 60. That's a good starting point. Hey Tito, how are you doing, Insano? It's been a while since I've seen you here. Thank you for checking out the video. Although I think I will be out in a while. Thanks, Tito, mate. Good night. Thank you, Nahid. If you really need anything at all, just hit me up. How are you doing, Insano? Oh, I think I'm going to lose again. I really hate it when my my swords doesn't have my buffs here. Oh, I lost again anyway. So these guys are really pumping up. They're up on steroids this week. But it's okay. So we have a lot of losses this week. Oh, look at that. Epo here has 82.8. And now Epo has 82.8. And now I'm losing. Sorry. It's because of my what they call this, my civilizations. I changed my civilizations. That's why my buff for my swordsman is not there anymore. But anyway, we're going to do another video about that later. I'm doing well, Tito. I was sick. You were sick? Oh, I hope I will pray for your quick recovery, okay? And just take a rest, bro. Make sure that you eat well and drink a lot of water. As a nurse, that's my main recommendation is to drink a lot of water and take at least a medicine with that and a lot of rest. Okay, anyway, guys, I hope that you have enjoyed our live stream for today. I think I need to go to bed because it's now 6:41 a.m. here and I haven't yet had any sleep. Anyway, I think we're going to win the Mightiest Governor event this time around. We only have like 1 hour. And I think we're going to get #1 spot with Elizabeth. I hope. I just don't hope that. I just don't want anyone to be sniping. But anyway, if you guys have enjoyed this video, share it with your friends so that they can check out the live stream. And I hope you guys have learned something from our live stream for today. Thanks, Red South. If ever you need anything at all, you want to try, me to try something else, you can actually hop on to our videos or which of our videos, and you can leave a comment. Ashu, oh, what did you say again? Sorry, did I miss something from what you said, Ashu? I did like 300 spins for my lagertha this week just to finish her up. I don't really want to use every universal hero medals that I have, but I still end up using them because next wheel I want to get Belisarius. So next wheel, Belisarius. The only problem that I have is Belisarius and lagertha are on the same wheel. That's why I forced my hand with lagertha this week, so that the other remaining weeks that are available for the advent could be for my Belisarius over here. And that's what I really go. Yes, it's 6 a.m. I really can't think right. Even my PvP or my arena is saying that I need to sleep. But anyway, guys, I hope you have enjoyed the video. And thank you, Ashu, for staying with me until the end of the video. That really means a lot. And later, we're going to have more videos for you guys, and for sure. If you have any info or intel that you want to share with the stream, you can do so. And I'm going to sign off in a bit. Thank you for having me today. And I appreciate your presence. All of you guys who have been here all throughout the video. I appreciate you guys so much. And maybe next time we're going to have another long stream. And I hope I can do the 24-hour challenge. What do you think? Can we do that? Maybe with 10 cans of Monster Energy drink. Let's say. Oh, speaking of Monster Energy drink, maybe they're watching. Want to have sponsor? I'm open. Just kidding, guys. Anyway, I'm heading to sleep in a bit. I'm just going to get my troops to farm. Oh, and that is also one video that I would like to make later. The farming troops that I have. Well, actually, it's quite basic, but some players that are new to the game, I think, needs the info. So I will do that. And if you have any suggestions or recommendations on what video I will do next, just leave them all in the comment section down below after this video ends, or in any of my videos that is available for you to check out. And again, guys, I have fun today. I hope you had too. I hope I have imparted some of my knowledge with you guys, and I hope that everything makes sense in a way, at least. And we're going to do another live stream again during the GE. And as always, guys, thank you for having me today as we do our live stream. And have a great day to everyone. This is your Tito Bods, and I will see you in our